It's so horrible.
I could say the same.
Yeah, I know we suck. I know, but that's the thing. Like, it's obvious guys are the worst.
Yes.
That's why we need women.
1,000%.
You bring balance.
We bring balance to you guys, and then you guys bring like more
trauma. You bring a lot of trauma.
But what's been proven over and over and again is that it's very obvious is you women have the mental fortitude and strength to handle it. Like, that's what I think is. Yeah,
we are conditioned by all the we just get more and more.
And I feel like honestly, it's I admire it. Women are strong. It's very obvious because of everything they have to put up with or live with. So it sucks.
Amen.
Period.
No,
talk is
on.
back.
Whoa. Hold on. Y'all might get it. I'm saying this only. Y'all might hate me after this. So that's why it sucks to see what they've become in 2021. Unfortunately.
You know,
the women that I thought I knew or existed.
Oh shit.
Sin exclusive.
Unfortunately, I feel like they've changed. They've been conditioned, unfortunately.
Or you made them change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've been conditioned to deal with the men in a certain way, and
it's trust. It's a distrust as like a species.
Hey, we're not perfect, but this is the EOD podcast.
End of the day podcast.
And we have a very special guest. Very
Yes.
special guest. Honestly, she brought the drumsticks.
Oh my God.
God damn.
The KFC.
Yeah.
Korean fried chicken.
Yeah. Oh damn.
Oh damn. The real KFC.
She needs a drop just for that. Like, god damn, we gotta get a stuff to drop. But yes,
ladies and gentlemen, Estefania
is in the building.
Do you prefer Steph? I like calling you Steph.
Honestly, I have heard it all. I just do not.
I can imagine. Yeah, you definitely.
Stephanie,
have.
Because
Stephanie is
when I introduce myself to people and I say, "Oh, my name is Estefania," a lot of times ignore what I just said and they say, "Oh, hi, Stephanie, nice to meet you." And I was,
I hate.
Literally.
I feel it.
Off.
Name stuff bothers me too.
If I'm a Steph, nah, you can mix up a Steph in some way, but
yeah,
I am not Stephanie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just said Estefania and you literally shortened my name with one less syllable, two less syllables, Stephanie, Estefania. So.
Well, because I think.
That's crazy.
I think.
Yeah, just like that is kind of wild. You didn't even try.
I think Stephanie is a whole different person. Like, wouldn't even. You were not
she
a
is.
Stephanie.
Okay, I literally told my roommate this week, but my dad almost named me Madonna.
Cute.
Whoa.
Okay.
I can't see her face.
Cute, maybe in the context of now, but like 1987 is when I was born.
Hey.
Back then, being called Madonna and then coming to the U.S. as an immigrant from Argentina, like, hi, hola, my name is Madonna Cho. Like, I feel like my life would have been so different.
I feel like you'd have bleach blonde hair.
Like, I would not be, I would probably be not living in LA. I would not have the same friends.
Damn.
Life would have been different just solely off the name.
Alternate timeline.
Were they just fans? Were they just fans? Like, what brought, like, what was the...
I have no idea. My older sister's name is Maria. So I was like, maybe they're trying to go for this, like, Italian, Spanish combination. Because it's like, prima donna comes from Italian. Mm-hmm. Maria is also very, like, religious and traditional name. So I think my dad was maybe trying to go for, like, a double, like, Maria y Madonna or something, And then...
Got you.
And then, thank God that my name was Estefania, because the burden of being named Madonna in 2021, I think would have still had a huge burden.
Yeah.
You would have an OnlyFans with Madonna as a name.
Yeah, just...
That's saying a lot. That's a bold claim right there. I wonder what my name would have to be for me to have an OnlyFans in 2021.
Sin
Supreme.
Sin
There we go. Gang, yeah.
Unanimous right there.
Yeah, you're already living it.
And it was that day.
It was
Sin
that
Supreme.
day.
Later that day,
I'm about to start that shit up ASAP. But welcome. This shit keeps inspiring. Yeah, it is your boy, Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
Hey. It's your boy T.
TTT1 exclusive.
Me, Kristen Elizabeth.
I'm gonna get it right.
Yeah, if I can delete that
This is
shit.
the EOD podcast. Welcome to a brand new episode.
We gotta introduce the Steph one time.
Steph's with us. I thought that was her whole intro right there. We just talked about 5 minutes already.
Are you gonna put a sound effect after I say
Yeah, there's no sound effect. That's why I don't.
No, you will do one live for me.
Oh,
Ready? After I say my name, hold on.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. And my name is Estefania.
Not Madonna. That should drop right there.
And it was like fade out and like double down.
Not Madonna.
I'm gonna definitely sample that later and fuck around.
What's up, guys? How's everybody?
Feeling good. Feeling good. Middle of the week.
Yeah.
It's always, I love Wednesday. I love recording Wednesday because it's a perfect kind of decompress. You know, you're halfway through the week. You know, you've already been through Monday. Monday's a little tough sometimes. And then you kind of climbing the hill and now you're at the top of the hill. You get to see the view, kind of reflect.
Damn, Wednesday is the top of the hill.
It's the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are so positive. For me, it's like the bottom of the hill. Like I cannot see what is past there.
You're like, where is it?
How are we gonna make it?
Yeah.
I swear it was a shorter hike than this.
Yeah.
That's like
Some Wednesdays do feel like that. I'm not gonna lie. Some Wednesdays do feel like, yo, I haven't even started riding the hill yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to put together the bike. You know what I'm saying? Like my bike's so fucked up. So I definitely
got a flat.
Yeah, I definitely do feel like that sometimes. But yeah. Well, welcome, Steph.
Thank you
to the podcast. What's up?
I experienced traffic for the first time today, or I wouldn't say the first time, but like
in a while.
Bumper to bumper, inching along like PTSD. I just got triggered.
The normal.
But did you miss it a little?
No, not at all.
You weren't prepared?
Oh, my time back.
No, I was not prepared because when I started my ride, it was open, and then something happened. So ultimately, I think actually there was a motorcycle crash.
No, is it a little feedback?
Yeah, it was a little feedback.
Should we rectify that? Should we rectify that feedback?
I'll figure it out.
You want to figure?
I think I hate the word rectify.
I was gonna say, did you just say you rectified?
I think I fixed it.
Did you? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. So it wasn't obviously an accident. So it wasn't like normal type of traffic. Like usually all the traffic is always connected to something, right? For the most part.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of stems from one particular instance, right?
Yeah. It's like
Is there feedback?
It's feedback. It's okay. We got to figure it out.
Should we?
Yeah. You want to restart it? Let's literally stop it. We'll come back to it. Yeah, that shit's heavy.
Okay, but were you saying?
Wait, there it is.
Rectify. No.
Rectify.
Were you saying rectify?
So good.
Or you rectify?
Because Kristen said, "Oh, I don't like it when you say that."
Rectify.
Testing. Wait, I'm just gonna make an edit point. Edit.
And then
I'm just not gonna edit this. Sometimes I forget to edit the edit points.
I'm like addicted to this dude's Instagram.
Who?
The guy that runs. That's so funny. Me and Terrence were
Wait, what do you
practicing.
mean?
You know how to do it?
No.
Wait, no, I posted that, bro.
What is he doing?
He does the fake run.
He just runs in place all the time.
Oh, but he makes it look so...
Did you see the one where he does the mummy and he's running from the fucking...
Wait, and then he slow-mos?
He's slow-mo too.
What's his name? Breezy? Buster Breezy?
Yeah, I'm just addicted to it. Like, he does
Shout
a
out
jump.
that guy.
He does a jump and it does a trip.
He has a tutorial. You can figure out how
I learned how to do it. I be doing it
Did
at
you
work.
do it?
I do it.
You gotta
You
give us a
practicing?
tutorial.
But they say I can't. They say it's horrible.
We should run a...
Yeah, I looked in the mirror, but mine was horrible.
Let's run a marathon fake run.
They say I'm trash. But did you get? Hold on. Check. Hey.
We've been recording this whole time.
Oh, we have been.
Never stopped.
Never stopped.
Oh, okay.
Never cut. No. Honestly, I will cut that probably.
Nah, it's fine. We talk about. Shout out Buster Breezy, whatever his name is. I have been addicted to that.
I don't hear the feedback though. We're good, right?
Maybe I don't know.
I think it fixes itself.
I think you should just keep going.
Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, I have been addicted to that dude's Instagram. I want to perfect the run in place myself.
You have to perform for us when you get there.
Yeah, you'll see it on my gram for certain.
No, like for the pod.
That's a little bit of pressure. I don't know if I'm built for that. If I'm built for that type of pressure.
Toughen up.
What? Wait, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, I know. We got
the fake run.
So much shit to talk about this episode. Oh my god, like so much stuff is happening.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
feel
little
like my mic
overwhelmed.
is not working.
Very overwhelming.
Something you're touching is like I can't hear it anymore.
I haven't adjusted much. I'm trying to figure this out on the fly.
I think it's just the volume.
Doing
Everybody's
horribly.
mics are just a little loud. But yeah, we have a match to talk about. I think should we start with the like hard shit and like get the like super sad shit out the way? You know, like
we definitely have to address it because we lost a legend.
Yeah, first off, R.I.P. DMX, R.I.P. Earl Simmons.
R.I.P.
We definitely lost a legend. I don't know. I grew up on the dude. I know I'm obviously a lot older than you two guys. So like my recollection and my growth with DMX is very different. I was like around and outside as a kid teen for a lot of his stuff. I wasn't obviously able to, live my normal, like I wasn't like going to clubs and shit, but that was still, I was hearing stuff on the radio, like his music videos, all that stuff. It definitely was like, he was a superstar to me. He was like,
and his movies.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and his movies. He was the Drake of me as a kid growing up to people growing up to Drake right now, or to even like a Lil Uzi Vert or like a Young Thug. Kids right now like 10, 12 years old, because that's how old I was when DMX was out. Was like around that age, and like his shit was crazy. It affected me a lot. Just like hearing rap on the radio that was so hardcore. But
did you see that freestyle that Denzel Curry posted? That was kind of, he was paying homage to DMX.
Nah,
kind of. It's pretty cool.
Denzel.
Yeah, he was pretty much paying homage, just saying how much of an influence DMX is.
Yeah.
Because dude, no one had aggressive hip hop or rap music like DMX.
1000%. And the craziest thing about it was that his songs were so popular. It was played on the radio. It was played at parties, movies, all that.
Bro, he was in movies.
Yeah,
great movies like Cradle to the Grave. That is one of the.
I feel okay barking like as a grown man because of DMX. Like I'm like not afraid to bark at a mother. My barks are not.
That was pretty.
My barks are not. I gotta practice my barks a lot more.
Exclusive.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of dog that was.
It was like a
Pomeranian.
It wasn't like a mean dog. It was just like a dog that you probably doesn't bark at all. You know those dogs that don't bark like that. That's kind of me, but like I was used to like that. He made it cool for a grown man to bark. Like, and to hear his harsh songs and like hardcore rap on like the radio and stuff like that. I was like, damn, like this shit is legit. Like he had anthems 1000%, and super emotional music as well, and like.
Slippin' is one of like the songs I
that's just hard to listen to right now. Songs like that are like kind of hard to listen to right now.
How's It Going Down always puts me in a good mood.
Yeah, I can listen to that. Like
that's the thing is that
side nigga anthem right there.
As sad as it is, he did live a full life.
I'll be a side nigga. I'm okay with that. And how's it going down? Yeah, how's it going down isn't. I'll play that as well as being a side nigga. I'm okay with that. So. How's It Going Down is definitely you gotta play that for
the next pursuit.
Yeah, for certain. So yeah, we lost him at 50 years old. He definitely lived a full fucking life. And I hear a lot of people always saying like, oh, because his music like jumped up as far as like streaming like 928%, and
yeah, that's crazy. I hope that's going to his family though, not Def Jam.
Yeah, I don't know who owns his masters and stuff like that, but like,
well, I did see the article saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce were looking.
That was fake. That was not real.
Because that's fucked up.
There's been mad. The family released a statement saying like, "Hey, we appreciate the love, but we don't need your money. We don't need it. They're not asking for any donations. If you see anything like that, don't believe it. It's fake. We're not, they're not taking any donations or anything like that. They're good. They're okay. They appreciate all the love and all that. But like, if you see anything online saying like, oh, donate to, because if you look up his DMX's net worth, it's like -1 million or something. So people assume he was like broke, but like, it's when you make that type of music that lasts that long, like granted, you might not be, your net worth is obviously looking at your assets and stuff like that. You might not necessarily be like Bill Gates rich, but DMX wasn't. I'm sure DMX was living pretty comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So like the family released a statement saying yeah, like we don't. If you see anything like that, don't pay attention to it. We're not asking for any handouts. They'll release information about a memorial soon. That Jay-Z Beyonce story was fake. It wasn't real actually. Where they said that they were gonna buy their masters and stuff like that. That's not true. I don't know who owns his. I wonder who owns his masters or who owns like most of his music. But yeah, I'm glad his music is going up. But the people saying like, oh, he wasn't getting his flower. Like now you want to show love and give us flower, dude. Mad people love DMX. I think DMX was.
I've never heard hate towards
DMX. You know, I think he was given his flowers. He was showed love. Like people loved him. His movies were loved. He was a living legend before he passed. Like
facts.
He was only 50 years old.
Only 50 years old. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane. So like, yeah, some people just have demons that they fight their entire life, and you know, like.
Was it officially a overdose?
Well, I think they're just saying just the heart attack aspect. That's what. But
it was caused by
an overdose. Yeah, and I'm sure the actual drug will come out eventually.
It's just like wearing down on your body after years of use.
That's like the saddest part, you know, is that, you know, it's an overdose. It could have been avoided, you know.
I mean, there was a whole story of like how he first got into drugs when he was like a young teen through like older guy he trusted, and then turned him into, you know, like that is abuse at that point. Like exactly. What is a 13-year-old kid gonna know? Yeah, exactly.
But he also seemed like such a great spirit, you know.
Dude, it's crazy.
Through like the words he said, it was like going to church listening to DMX, you know. So definitely condolences to the family, and to make matters worse, you know, like, I just feel like I thought 2020, me being naive, was going to be the end of kind of all of these deaths and stuff. Yeah. But it keeps going.
It's life, dude. It's at least a part of life.
No, it's the only part of life, you know.
That's guaranteed. Yeah, certain. And I think, you know, with just the celebrity awareness nowadays more than ever, we're just aware of a lot more celebrities, whether they're actors or even TikTok stars or like whoever. We're just aware of a lot more people.
I mean, too much consumption of so much.
I think I think we're bound to just know of. This is just like, can you imagine like 10, 20 years from now when we're just seeing like, you know, how many more people we're aware of just like losing their lives? You know, I think it's just something.
Yeah, the human mind is not set up to like take in all all of that.
Yeah,
like straight up.
It's crazy.
There's so much suffering.
Yeah.
We're watching this Colonizer documentary, and
I gotta check that out. I heard about that.
And honestly, like
it's called
all
something brutes, right?
Yeah.
Like exterminate all brutes.
Exterminate all brutes. Yeah.
Yes.
And so, really, there was a point in the movie where the woman said that, or no, it was a guy who was talking about that this is pretty much the nature of a lot of men, is to just like kill people and like to hurt, and like the fact that they were able to come here and just kill off all the indigenous people or the native people, like to just kill them all, to take what they had,
right?
And how they've done that everywhere, and how they just choose different groups of people to enslave or to force them into whatever camps or prisons or anything. Like that's just their human nature. Yeah. And of course, why would it change just because we have like police in a badge? Like it's just evolved into a different form.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like with humanity, there's always going to be violence, you know, just because it's the sad truth. It's just in our nature to kind of feel competitive, I feel like. Because I think that we kind of evolved from some form of like apes.
Yeah.
Like I believe in the theory of evolution where, you know, like we're not far off from that species because there's so many similarities. You know, we've seen how intelligent.
Do you believe like an ape like fucked something else and then humans came out, or do you believe like?
Well, evolution is like
you just are forced to grow something.
Your traits are evolving, like. You adapt, like you lose the hair on your, we have hair on our arms, but it's lessened over time.
So you feel like an ape maybe moved to a certain area and then had to evolve to live into that area, maybe in like
the climate, you know,
and eventually that evolution became another one, and then became humans type shit. Is that what?
Yeah, like.
Okay.
So what is after humans then?
Because that's what I'm thinking. One is what's after humans.
Well, think about humanity on the scale of the grand scheme of what life is. Like, humans have not been around for even 0% of where we are today.
But we also fucked up and turned every climate and condition into a livable one. So we stifled evolution in that sense.
Where, humanity might not always live on Earth. You know, we might have to leave Earth one day.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because what you were just bringing up. So, like, let's say
it's out of our realm.
Let's say the ape moves to another area, and you know, with your theory, like, he had to evolve to exist in this area. Now we're just turning every area into just like, all right, where there's no pavement there, we're gonna just build pavement. We're gonna knock all these trees down instead of walking around in our bare feet and letting our feet adjust to
because we're constantly trying to do better. I feel like humanity's trying to.
But is that stifling our evolution? Are we no longer evolving as human? Like, are we not getting better as humans?
We're not. We're moving into AI and
organs.
robots.
We have organs.
Where it all just becomes one.
We're gonna become a simulation.
We have organs we're born with that we don't even use.
Yeah.
That we use. We have your appendix.
Yeah, you can take that one out. Your penile gland.
Your appendix. If your appendix, you get sick. I got appendicitis. I had appendicitis, so I had.
And then you get removed.
But you don't need it.
It does no function.
Has no function, but it had a function at one point.
Imagine how the appendix feels. You guys literally, they are part of the human body, and you guys just said like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's weird.
But no, it can kill you in like a heartbeat, but you really don't need it.
Yeah, my shit was gonna.
There's still a purpose for it though. Like if you think about it, like you do not need it, but it can kill you.
Yeah, it was gonna explode.
At some point though, that's what they say. Is that at some point it was.
It was gonna explode inside of it.
Oh my god.
Well, they say you don't need your tonsils either, right? You can
get those removed. Yeah.
Like, what kind of organs can I take out? Just go to your doctor.
So I'm trying to take out all my organs.
Black market. How much can we sell our tonsils for?
Does anyone?
Like tonsils?
Yeah, damn, I should ask my appendix back. Damn.
Yeah, if you didn't have an appendix, like, would that be something you're like interested in buying?
What do you guys have? You have your appendix?
I have all my organs.
I have mine for now, but I'm down to sell it for
a couple bucks.
If you could make 10 racks off your appendix,
they could have totally just told me.
I do not need it.
I could have just had a flu, and they were like, "Yo, I'm gonna just take this motherfucker's appendix and sell this shit."
The doctor is selling your.
Yeah, I went in the hospital and I was sick. He's like, "I think you need to get your appendix."
This is what you do.
Conspiracy theories.
Instead of selling it, you make an NFT.
Oh my bad.
I'm sick.
No, this is like beyond my
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So in the tech world, actually no. Should we talk about I guess we should.
This doc is tripping out today. Google Docs.
Google Docs. What the fuck? Google Docs. They're bugging.
And I swear by Google Docs. I use them all the time.
Yeah. Is this, hold on. So I didn't understand, Kristen, what you sent about it. I don't know if you've seen it. So is Tesla tequila racist? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I'm just saying it's inherently racist as somebody who is not.
The message she wrote after the Tesla?
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I thought no, wait.
He was like, "You're tripping, Kristen. What are you saying?"
No, full disclosure. I sent this video, this tequila from Tesla, and I just thought, I was like, yo, this branding looks hard. Like, and then Kristen pops in, she's like, the white man has been stealing tequila.
No, I said the white man here to colonize another fucking.
I was like, yo,
tequila company.
The branding was cool.
Fuck. No, seriously though, it is a problem in the tequila community. They have already like
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oversourced or whatever you want to call it. They don't have enough agave plants, and it takes forever for them to like fully mature, like a few years, and they're harvesting them at not a position where they're ready, and then they put chemicals in it. And so the issue is like, here's these people that are like not even going to pronounce it correctly and are going to sell it and profit off of it, and it's just like it's whack.
Yeah, no.
Like, white people just take everything. They think everything is their job to just take.
Yeah.
In my defense, I'm allergic to agave, I believe, so I don't drink tequila. So this isn't knowledge that I really.
And Elon Musk is a different type of white. Isn't he like from like Australia or some shit, or Africa or South Africa or some shit? Like
He's
that?
from South Africa.
I think somewhere.
He's not like normal white.
Here.
So that's
He's from outer space. He's an alien.
Nah, I think
He might be an actual alien.
I think he's an alien.
Well, I mean,
he landed on this planet, and
if he wants to just have his own group of candidates,
Actually, Sin, you're correct. He is from South Africa.
Yeah. So I think he landed on this planet, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna just make myself black because it's where." He's like, "Hold on," and he researched what was the most way to like
profitable,
and so he turned himself into a white guy.
Fuck.
But he's like, I'm gonna be from South Africa, so I have that clout. Like I still am down. I'm down.
I feel like most people from South Africa are pretty chill though. Like they have a lot of different cultures that they grow up with.
Yeah, but I know I know there's that apartheid shit. I don't know anything about it, but I think that shit's wild.
Have you guys seen the spelling of his son's name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wild.
but how do you say it? Though?
What do they
That's
call
the thing.
him?
That's how you say it. I remember it's spelled like Q. It's like an equation. It's like an equation.
It's literally symbols. Like
Yeah,
they're not even actual.
Yeah, it's a symbol.
I don't know how you would say that.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to say it either.
There was somebody said it for me. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't. That's the only thing I don't know how to say it. Last time I seen it.
Where are those symbols even from? Is that like those numerical values?
It's probably his alien language. Is race.
I'm telling you, bro. He's about to fucking beam out. He's going to Mars, and he's about to be chilling.
So, are you amped about the tunnels then that you seen on?
Yeah, I want to go see it.
Yo,
Can we
the
do a
Tesla
little round
tunnels
of
are cool.
Soju?
Oh
yeah, we got the
I'm very
Soju
excited to
today.
be drinking this.
Yeah,
I will say this is a nice alternative. Like, I'm usually a whiskey drinker, but I like the Soju. I also like sake.
Yeah, but if you can definitely go see those tunnels, I want to drive through that shit. Looked very futuristic.
That's the only thing I didn't get to see was like, is it just driving through it, or is it like?
I don't know what's at the end.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like
whatever's at the end? I just want to like go on the drive.
Yeah,
you know?
nah. Anything Tesla related or company related, anything Tesla or boring company related, I'm fucking with. So,
are you getting the flamethrower?
They're not selling them anymore, and I think they're banned. They can't sell them.
So crazy.
Right.
You could buy it on the black market.
Oh, well, let's do it. Hold on. So we're pouring up right now. What are we pouring up right now?
This is Soju.
Soju.
And this is a different brand than the one that we were.
Got you. We won't say their name because they're not sponsoring the channel.
But we're definitely sponsored by Turtle Chips.
Yeah, Turtle Chips is a sponsor of the pod.
Shout out Turtle Chips
Shout out
one
Turtle
time.
Chips.
I love the little turtle on it. It just makes me happy when I see
He
him.
does that. He has that effect on people.
Thank you.
Who wants lemon in there?
Ooh, me.
I'll take some lemon in mine.
And I wish you guys could see the way that she cut this lemon open. I've never seen anything like it, and
it's
kind of
very
incredible.
inventive.
It's not kind of incredible. It is regular.
But
Style.
like coming from a Steph, it also doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you.
let's get the gotta get the lemon in there. Thanks to Steph. Cheers.
Cheers. We'll cheers this one to D-Max.
Yes.
To Earl Simmons. R.I.P.
And to Daunte Wright.
Big facts.
Oh, look at the clink.
Yes, I'm really tired of these cop killings.
Yeah, let's hit that too real quick. For how long? But let's. This shit just pissed me off. So
Heavy.
yeah, I don't know what to even say or like that shit's just annoying. Shit, I don't know. Like, yeah,
It's tough because it's so deeply rooted too. Weird.
And I think the time was
Sorry, I had to cut for a second.
yeah. What were you saying?
a year ago is George Floyd, at this time.
Yeah.
And
And so much happened since then. And you would think that at this point, a year from then, we would be in a 1 degree better place. Or
they're
so.
still on trial.
Yeah. The trial's going on. And
Like miles down the street.
And
it's like a never-ending shade.
Yeah, it just comes back like a full circle, and we're back to square one.
And I'm like, I try to. I've always tried to come from it from the most pragmatic, seeing both sides type of way, but there's no way. It's just there's no way. Taking
a step back and looking at it take for example like the 1950s. They went through so much shit, dude. Like in terms of segregation and you know where we're at now. We've already come a long way, but we're definitely still in the trenches. I think one day, maybe 100 years from now, we're gonna look back on this time and just like be ashamed.
Yeah.
This is like a shameful time for America. Like,
And to know we haven't come further than where we are in 2021.
Exactly.
But will they be ashamed of it because they've done so many
I think
things?
so.
They've done so many things in the past that you would think they would be ashamed of,
But
and they
no,
continue.
I really, like, we went through, imagine this happening for decades, and it only in our current day and time has technology, social media, all of these things have like exposed us to see these things happening. But even with all of those things, they had the audacity or the privilege to think that they can act and do these things and still get away with it.
Yeah.
Even with the evidence and all the facts that we see.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the thing that I see on the internet that it always strikes me the hardest is when nurses say, so if I'm a nurse and I give you the wrong medicine and you die, I'm going to go to jail because I killed you because of negligence. That's what happens. But when a police officer does the same thing, also this person is not trained on how to react. You are. So like, how are you messing up?
Because there's the law that there's like there's a law.
But exactly,
that
because there's
protects
no
them. Yeah.
repercussions to these actions. Why would they care more?
So for the people who don't know, who might be out of the loop in some way, shape, or form, what we are referring to is a young kid who was 20 years old. His name was Daunte Wright. He was murdered by a police officer. Or was it last weekend? Sunday. It was last Sunday. It was a traffic stop, traffic violation that he was violating. That's why they pulled him over. And for some reason, he was running, and the cop went to fire her taser. This is a cop who's been on the force for 20 plus years. And instead of firing her taser, she pulled out her pistol and shot the kid. And then the kid drove off and later passed away, died. And
my thing is, if you're a policeman and you have a gun, you know how to use a gun. Mm-hmm. Even if she pulled out her pistol, which is completely
different. I posted
distinguishable. Yeah, like
there's
the
no
taser
way you
is.
could
Is the taser actually yellow?
It's either yellow and black like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like so,
that was
when you're holding
taser.
when you're holding a gun up, you're gonna know the weight of it. You're gonna know the look of it. You know you have a gun in your hand. You also know what's a fatal kill shot. You know, if she was gonna shoot him, you could shoot him in the leg.
Yeah.
If it like worst case, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you're shooting someone with like a fatal shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
1,000.
that's what I'm saying. There's no excuse for this shit, and the fact that I heard that she resigned from the force.
She did resign.
That's
she
some
got arrested.
bullshit.
But then today they arrested her. They arrested her and pressed charges, manslaughter charges against her.
No bail.
As they should. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, this shit's not okay,
Wait,
man.
Can we double check that? I thought that there was like a low bail, and I was.
Is there
It
bail?
was like.
Sean King, he said that it was no bail.
Okay, because
But it could be wrong.
I think that what I read was like up to 10 years in prison or 20,000 bail or something, and I was like $20,000. Like
that's wild. Yeah.
To think that someone's life like
you
that
know,
is just
there's
Blue Lives Matter.
someone
People will
that's
come
gonna,
together
like,
in
a
5
GoFundMe.
seconds. Exactly.
Like in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Like they did for that one kid that murdered those people at
for $1
the.
million or some crazy amount.
That's the thing, is that America's sick, dude. This is a sick time. Like, I hope to God that humanity can work through this and get past this, because evidently we're all in this together. We have to unite as people and stand up for this shit.
Yeah, the biggest issue is just the amount of Caucasians or white people who have been arrested, who have been doing things 10 times worse.
The justice system just needs to be addressed.
They get to leave in cuffs. They
Literally
kill them.
with guns in their hands. And
Yeah, that shit is buck
And
wild.
they get to leave in cuffs, and it's just like, why is that even your first? Why is pulling it out?
And people still deny.
Even with the taser,
Yeah.
why is that your first reaction to someone just running? Like,
And-
all they're doing
Like,
is running.
Yeah, you're taking their life.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even with pulling the taser, like,
Even no pursuit, you're just gonna pull your gun out and shoot somebody.
like that's your first
That's
reaction.
crazy.
So, like, I don't know. It just seems wild to me.
I agree.
when I like Terrence, you like an analogy, you shoot photos. So let's say you are a photographer for like 20 plus years using the same equipment, and you have like a DSLR and then some sort of film or disposable camera, but you use them both like throughout the day. Like you would know just by, even if you're blindfolded, just by spending so much time with your equipment, even if it was like the same pen every day for 20 years.
You know what you have.
You know it.
You know it.
Like
That's what I'm
like the back of your
saying.
hand. Like you do not need anything to help you confirm that.
And it's also the positioning on the holster. Even if she's her first instinct is to reach for her gun and not her taser in the first place, you should already look at something like that.
Yeah.
Because why are you so used to reaching for your gun in a situation that isn't even
Should not involve
validating that? Yeah.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Because he
man.
had a warrant. That's what it was. So they pulled him over for whatever bunk ass reason, and then he had a warrant. But the only reason he had a warrant was because they sent the mail to the wrong address.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That's really bizarre.
I mean, I'm sure whatever
know
reason
that.
they pulled him over or stopped him wasn't like sufficient enough.
They said it
for
was
any
because of
this-
his
for any
Yeah,
of
Like
this.
some
something hanging-
sticker or something, right?
hanging in his win.
the trees.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been harassed before by police. Like pulled over, asked to get out of the car. They're like, we want to search your car. I was like, why? They're like, oh, we think you have like drugs in here. Do you have drugs in your car? I was like, no. So what the fuck? I was like, you can check my car. I don't have drugs. And they let me go. They were like, sorry, we thought we had something more.
But imagine if you were stuck with like other cops, right? Like that,
Yeah.
even something like
Yeah,
that
like
situation
that could have went
escalated to
yeah.
something fatal.
And little do you know, he had mad drugs in his car.
Shut the fuck up. No, I definitely did. It was funny because in that instance, I had none. And I was just like,
I'm
yo.
just joking. Police
Yeah.
don't stop. T-Will exclusive. He did not have.
Yeah, you don't want me getting gunned down in these streets. Honestly, dude, these stories are so fucking sad just because ultimately, like,
It's
it can all be
fucking trash.
avoided. Like,
Yeah, I don't even.
do we
know how to
have
avoid it.
the footage of the policeman? Like, is that still a thing? The
body cam.
Yeah,
body
For
cam?
the
Yeah,
for this
it had
situation?
it
Is there
for
body
her.
cam footage? Yeah, they have
Yeah,
body cam
for
footage.
her.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
need
I
to-
seen it leaked, but I couldn't.
I'm sure
bring
it's
myself
probably
to
not
watch it.
released yet because this is something that's going to go to trial. The thing with George Floyd was taped, so like by a third party.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why. Luckily, we got to see that. But I feel like this is something that probably wouldn't see the light of day until the trial, so that everyone because I think that was one of the issues they ran into with George Floyd's trials. Like,
It was so public.
yeah, finding like an impartial jury is like would be hard for something like that. But
Right.
there was also that lieutenant that got pulled over.
Oh yeah,
That,
Virginia.
in Virginia, and he was
Oh, he got pepper spray.
pepper sprayed.
It
and
was. Did you guys watch
That shit was sick.
Yeah.
I was like,
I watched most of
yo.
it.
It's hard to watch. Yeah, it was,
It's just all really hard to watch.
yeah.
And then the second officer, like he knows it was wrong.
He
but
felt, you could hear it in his voice from start.
the
He
fact that
wasn't.
he is not even able to.
I think the
step
other
in.
guy was the other guy was
Yeah.
just obviously too much of a dominant force. You can tell, and honestly, in that situation, you're not gonna see that really. The cops go against each other. He's
Yeah.
gonna defend him. And
So one is alpha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
That's why
yeah.
George Floyd died, because there was like literally 4 cops on his back, and
Yeah.
none of them had the guts to
That's
say,
just
"Hey, this is
yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah,
We're murdering somebody right now."
Yeah. So
And the one guy, it was like his like 3rd or 5th day on the job. It was like he had just started, and he was the only one that was like half-ass gonna say something, because he was like, "What the fuck?" Like, oh God. But also he was like compelled to not, because he
Not.
just started, which is like not an excuse, but
Yeah.
that's the reality.
yeah, it's bullshit.
Man.
Bullshit.
It's almost like that Training Day movie. Have you seen Training Day?
Yeah, I just watched it the other
Denzel.
day.
Yeah, where he's literally like the worst cop. Can you imagine just starting on the force and you're just seeing
Learning
all the
from the
terrible
worst.
shit? You're like,
That
yo,
cops
why did
do.
I do this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
trash.
Wild. I like to think that there are good policemen, but it's hard to feel that way nowadays.
To sign up for the system, like you know what they do. You know that you're going to join the boys club and what the boys are going to do.
Yeah.
I've always been afraid of police growing up. Like,
Facts, me
when
too.
I drive, I still feel weird and anxious driving next to a policeman. And it's crazy that that's what it is.
Low key, that shit is like, to me personally, that shit's like going bungee jumping. That shit's like going skydiving. White people can do that. They have the luxury of like challenging life in those ways. Nah, when a cop pulls up behind me, oh shit, I'm like,
That's a crazy analogy.
I think that's why white
that's true.
No, and that's a lot of the reason why white people are so bold in the way that they are, is because they don't have like those kind of fears. Like they don't fear death on a normal basis.
So
they just think like,
things.
I'm white, I can just do what I want.
Or they don't think, maybe they don't
I mean,
think
not
I'm
all,
white.
obviously,
maybe they
but
don't think
like,
I'm white, but they don't have the fear of just day-to-day life to instill in them like, yo, I respect life enough to not jump out of a plane and use a piece of fabric.
I think they
to
just
hold me
lack
up.
the empathy of, or they lack the understanding of what it feels like.
Yeah, facts.
Because they don't have to deal with it.
Facts,
Ultimately, you know, I don't think they necessarily don't fear this danger, but I think that ultimately, yeah, like they'll never be able to relate.
Yeah, they can't relate.
Like, you don't know what that pressure feels like, you know?
Yeah.
But can I say like a counterpoint to all of that?
Of course.
Go ahead.
Is
Please.
that not the benefit, but people who have lived in like harder circumstances, whether it is due to race or socioeconomic status, they go through like such deep pains that when they experience joy, it's like they experience like a heightened level of joy.
Facts.
Because they know how bad things could be.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's people who like just go through life on a very like steady, their life never gets challenged, and then they stay within this like space where their pains are not very low, like high, but then their joy is,
it's just
in the
always
same
in the
level.
same
Like,
threshold.
You're never able to like experience the same level
struggle.
of a struggle and a joy, like that juxtaposition, you know?
That's actually a good point, because ultimately, you know, I feel like Kristen and I have this conversation all the time where it's just like, I feel almost, I wouldn't say blessed, but I feel good to know where I came from, because ultimately I wouldn't want to have everything handed to me in life.
I feel you.
I like having to work for things because I'm a hard worker, and
Builds character.
It builds character. It builds,
For how old school that sounds.
No, but that's big facts. Like, some people don't know the definition of hard work. I've met people that haven't had a job a day in their life.
Yeah.
And they're just, I'm like, what do you do all day? Like, I mean, not to say that a job is like our purpose in life, but ultimately it does build responsibility, and it teaches you a lot of life lessons.
Yeah, and I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, like, a job and kind of stepping away from that, I feel like there's a good balance. You know, you have to have that balance.
Yeah, I think it's like having a job is being able to truly understand what the rest of the world is actually going through, and being able to like actually relate to people, because it's hard. I mean, you can relate to anybody that doesn't have a job, but on so many levels, it's just like different.
Yeah, because you're not in the same system as everyone else. When you're
and like being poor is like way different.
Well, some people are rich and don't work, and that's a whole different concept.
I'm trying to do that. That's me. This job shit is not cutting it.
I mean, hey, yo, the stock market, that's a place to be right now. Like Coinbase, shout out Coinbase, right?
Shout out. Yeah, I think did they go public already?
Yeah.
I think they went public. I know Nas is about to eat off that. He's going to get a bunch of money off that. So shout out Nas. Shout out Coinbase, I guess. I don't use
Nas
them.
is eating?
Yeah, he's an early investor in Coinbase.
That's dope.
So I think apparently he's going to get a bunch of money once they go public. But
the stock game is crazy, man. Honestly,
it is. So 46% of Americans want Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to be president. What the fuck is wrong with you?
This is some 2021
Yeah, but
shit.
how is that 46% when nobody in this room took that like quiz?
Like, when did that come out?
Yeah,
like,
where
I would have voted in one way or another.
all right.
You know?
Are you guys voting for Dwayne?
This shit was probably
Johnson?
given this like fucking survey was probably done at like a WWE event.
Yeah.
They're like, who wants to win?
Like in their mailing
Who wants
list.
The Rock to be president?
Survey Monkey. like all of
Yeah,
their
they
subscribers.
definitely did survey a bunch of people at WWE events. This was done at WrestleMania. That's what they're not telling you.
Yo, did you watch wrestling as a kid?
Yes, I was a huge
When it was
wrestling.
WWF, I watched
Yes,
it.
100%.
It's funny because I vividly remember in 3rd grade going to one of my good friend's birthday parties, and they had on wrestling, and they were all around the TV like, yeah, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck are you guys watching?
Oh my god.
It's horrible.
Wait, so you watched it though?
Hell yes.
Okay, do you remember that
That shit
episode
was
when
corny.
No,
dude.
when he
outta here.
Stone Cold
Get outta
chased him to the fucking
Grocery store?
grocery store. Do you remember that?
Yes, that was amazing.
We lived in Tennessee, and I just remember me watching that with my brother and just being like,
I think it was Stone Cold Steve Austin and Booker T.
Yeah.
They were,
Booker T.
they were fighting in the grocery store, and it was insane. That's a classic fight right there, classic moment. I don't know. It is unfortunate.
It didn't connect for me.
It was unfortunate.
You know, maybe it's because it wasn't in my household.
Maybe.
You know, I didn't grow up around like
every Monday, every Thursday. I was able to
Thursdays
escape.
I
was able to escape and just watch a bunch of weirdos.
My brother would always ask me, like,
costumes.
can I try the Joe Cold on you? Like this, like, 5-year-old kid. I'm like, hello.
Yo, that's scary because like that's been some like deaths of little kids. Like
It's crazy because I watched a documentary on wrestling, and it's low key wild how they kind of stage it. I read that they put glass shards in like their wristbands and their headbands
to cut
so that
themselves.
they can cut themselves and
that's
bleed.
crazy. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's very it's performative, but at the same time,
It's definitely
not,
performative.
You can get fucked up doing it. You can definitely get fucked up.
Has anyone died doing wrestling?
Yes, not from doing wrestling, I think, but so Owen Hart died. He had this entrance that he would do, and he would come from the top of the ring, and I think his thing snapped and he fell into the ring, and so he died. But I don't think anyone's specifically died doing wrestling. Has anyone?
Damn, and that's the worst part is if you do die on, I guess, any stage. I would hate to die on television. That would be terrible. I saw a motocross accident like that.
Sorry, this one is flavored.
What is the flavor?
Peach.
I'm cool with that. A little peach soju.
Oh,
So
actually,
it's
there are
rice based. How do they make soju?
10 wrestlers who tragically died
we gotta get
in the ring.
Oh, damn. 10?
Damn, 10 wrestlers.
Have you guys ever watched 1,000 Ways to Die?
What is that? Tell me more.
It's a television show, and they just tell like bizarre deaths.
oh yeah, and it's all the different ways that people have died.
Yes, I have seen that too.
Some old guy, I remember because one old guy died having sex.
There's been crazy.
I feel like they be making some of them shits up, but
No, 100%. I'm like, yeah, there's no way this shit happened.
I'm looking through the list. I'm trying to see if there's someone I know. There's no one.
Oh, cheers.
Oh shit!
Sam, where's your glass at?
I'm sorry, guys.
Shit's on the ground.
Cheers.
Soju got you.
Got it.
Cheers. I don't think there's anyone.
Can I have a little squeeze of the lemon in here?
Oh, I did.
And wait, I don't think
this
I got
one's-
one in this cup.
I actually like the flavor one. That's pretty good. Is it less percentage?
I
Thank
think
you.
percentage is same, but it has a little sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah. So all right. So I didn't know anyone on the list until I got to the first person, and Owen Hart. It was the dude I just talked about. He was in his entrance in the ring. His bungee cord snapped, and he. So the crazy thing about that was that at the time when it happened, I was at my friend's house. It was a wrestling event, and satellite was like a big thing.
Satellite TV.
Satellite TV. And the thing about satellite TV was when you watch pay-per-view events, because it was satellite, you would see the broadcasts kind of earlier than if you were watching it on cable.
Yeah.
And so I saw that with my friend Sam. And we were sitting there at Sam Saller. Shout out Sam Saller. We were sitting there watching and waiting for the event to start, because that was like the cool thing you would get to see when you watch like pay-per-view events and shit. Like
You see the like person walk in.
all that shit. And we saw that because his entrance, he was this blue character that wore like this outfit and he would come in from the center like with like a bungee cord into the ring instead of like walking down.
And
the
that
aisle.
killed him.
It snapped and he fuck like when he was way high up. And yeah, so that's the only person. He was number 1 on the list. And yeah, so but everyone else on the list I'd never heard of, so I'm not gonna even.
And that's why I don't bungee jump. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
I'd
do
rather
that Six
skydive.
Flags?
Did I what?
At Six Flags, there's like that one like that they just drop you off like a.
And you sit down and you sit in the thing.
No, you were laying.
No, I'm cool.
I've done that. Yeah,
You've done
I did it at Six Flags.
I did it.
How was it?
Cedar Point.
I mean,
You do it again?
if I got paid, not as a 30-some-year-old, like no.
No. See, if
Have you been on Goliath?
yes, I've gone on Goliath. Well,
I blacked out on that drop where it's just like straight down.
Goliath was easier for me than I think it was like Deja Vu or something.
in
Oh,
Boston.
where it goes backwards? Or?
Yeah, I was drooling and I had like nose. Like I came back and it was like, why do I have a nosebleed? It's like this was like just like
shit.
snot and drool.
Whoa.
Yeah, in Boston, the Goliath is out here is the Superman in Boston.
The Superman out here, I would never do.
No,
It's
do you
just-
remember that person that their hair got stuck at the top, and then when
It ripped
the
theirs.
part went down, it just like ripped their entire skull. Like their scalp like was gone.
I mean, can you sue? Do you get to sue? You probably don't get to sue.
I mean,
right? You probably do. You think you get to
I'm
sue?
pretty sure
Like
I
when
would
you
sue
buy the
them.
ticket, would it have?
There
some
has
sort
to
of,
be
like,
some
clause?
There's gotta be levels.
yeah, it was
of
like-
Like,
liability.
we're not responsible for
Respons-
this?
Imagine
Yeah.
if like one of your dreads got just
That,
stuck.
oh
in
yeah,
that.
no, 1,000%. I don't think
Fuck
at this point in my career I'm getting on any of those type of roller coasters
Yo.
because that's got to be like something
I
new.
love roller coasters.
Like I don't, but I'll go on them just because that's the most excitement that I feel like I can do on a regular basis. As far as skydiving, like you talked about, T, I'll do the fucking wind tunnel shit, and you seen them wind things.
Oh, that shit looks hard.
I'll do
What
that.
is a wind tunnel?
It's like a big fan, and you get under it, and it makes you feel like you're skydiving.
Oh, I can't.
You're in the
Yeah.
tube.
But you're not that far off the ground, so it feels a little
Okay,
safer.
okay.
No, but
You can control it.
I've seen once, and the dude goes up like 10, 15 feet in the air,
And then you
Yeah.
could drop back
Yeah,
down
you
and
drop
then
back down. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Fuck.
My friend just got his license. You go a bunch and you learn how to do all the maneuvers.
I'm telling you, bro.
Wait, what
That's
is it?
kinda
I would do that shit.
Yeah, it's like a
Your
whole
friend
thing.
does that like as
He just
a
goes regularly.
exercise?
Kristen, let's
I don't know if it's an exercise because I haven't talked to him about it. I just like you know how when people do this stuff in their story and you send reactions. So I sent him a reaction. I didn't really inquire about it too much more than just the reaction of like
Yeah.
congratulations.
I mean, it would be cool to learn how to fall like that.
Yeah, he
'Cause
knows how to do all the like twists and stuff in it. Like, it's
Imagine
pretty
if you
cool.
had to jump out of a plane and you didn't know how to parachute.
Well, that's the thing though, because when you jump out of a plane, you're just falling. On this thing, he's able to go up higher. He can go lower.
Is he?
Yeah, but that's how you
controlling
control it.
He so you hop on it and you're just like, so the fan's spinning at its normal speed.
Oh,
It's just
you
how you
maneuver
control
it.
your body in it that
Interesting.
allows you to go up,
And you can like move up
move
and
up and
down.
down, do
it? So it's not the
spins.
fan like slowing down.
No,
or,
it's
like,
just
getting
going one
faster.
speed. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You just have to like cut the wind in a sense.
Yeah, no,
Why
it's
is
crazy.
Kristen laughing?
What are
I
you
was just
looking at?
watching this ride, this Goliath ride, because I want to know what it was.
Are people blacking out?
No, but I was just thinking like, fuck. I always have this nightmare where I'm like in one of those cages and you're just like rolling around like that spins in a circle, and then this is horrible, but I'm laughing at Josh because he said that when he was young he fell out of it and his grandpa was just like laughing.
Oh.
And then he was like, we like laughed about it. We were like, that's crazy, and he's like, yeah, actually that was like really traumatizing. And like took a step back and he was like in pain for a second. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no, that shit looks crazy. The Goliath looks insane.
And I could
Right?
kind of feel it in my stomach.
But it's crazy how much like you wait in line, you get on a ride. Low key, those roller coasters only be like 2 minutes
Oh my
max.
god, yeah.
Maybe
Not
like
even.
yeah,
I
if
feel
that,
like
yeah.
It feels longer than it
Yeah,
actually
it
is.
is.
There's
yeah.
this ride, it's called the Top Thrill Dragster, and it would go like 126 miles an hour straight
What?
down, and then you go straight up, and then you like on the way up you spin like twice and then you come straight down, and it was like the tallest. At some point it was the tallest in like all of America.
Oh, it was just like a straight up, straight down thing.
It lasted like 26 seconds.
My heart just started going real fast.
And I wrote
That's
it.
the thing. Like, I'm not trying to put my body through that stress. I get so stressed out, especially when you're going up on the roller coaster. And it's like,
oh, I love that
hate that
anxiety.
shit.
I can
That
feel the
shit's
anxiety
horrible.
in my chest just from like
That's
seeing
just
a
horrible.
roller coaster, and I love
It's the
it.
worst.
everyone, but the feeling I do like is when everyone around you is just like, fuck, freaking out. Because everyone's fucking tripping.
So
Yeah, it's crazy. Roller
Yeah,
coasters
did
are wild.
you guys vaccinated? Did you guys get vaccinated?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You guys are getting vaccinated?
Yeah, probably eventually.
Eventually?
Yeah, I mean,
You can get that Johnson & Johnson?
this is exactly why I wanted to wait.
Why are you laughing? Which Johnson's fault do you think it is? The first Johnson or the second
It was
Johnson?
Johnson. You need the Johnson & Johnson because you know
They
Johnson &
took it off the market.
Yeah.
You got it on the black
Well,
market for
yeah,
that.
for the Johnson & Johnson. It will, but it's only been affecting women. But women, there's like
And it was only like six people.
out of like the 30 million.
yeah, but my
And there was another people are saying their birth
Are you
control has a
vaccinated?
higher rate.
I took my first shot, but my thinking is the reason why I feel like that's a little sus is because if only 6 people suffered from it, I feel like there's more people that suffered from it. They're only saying
or like
6
more people, 6 people only came forward, or 6 people only were realized
It's
it.
got to be, or they're only saying 6 people because they don't want.
If the risk is serious enough for them to take it off,
got it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
This.
I would, yeah.
I don't think 6 people is enough.
But I will
for-
say, for anyone who was like doubting the vaccines and whether they're like actually to help or whatever, the fact that they would take it off the market is a good sign.
I mean, the fact
Right?
that
Like, the fact-
something would happen and
And they would be like,
nah.
okay, come on.
oh
guys.
shit, people are exploding. Let's take it off the market.
But
I see what you're saying.
But you know,
That's
I mean,
wild.
like,
I
if
see
that
what
was
you're
the
saying.
case, like,
I mean, I would hope that they would.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
but
saying.
no,
Kristen,
I'm
and
saying
I
people
agree.
they're not
But
going to
that's
get it.
wild.
Don't trust the government. So if you don't, or
Yeah.
trust the people. So if
Exactly.
they're at least taking it off, like that is a
That
good
doesn't make
sign.
me
And I
feel
like-
any better though.
No, but I think
It
that-
doesn't.
Damage
It
is
doesn't.
done. The
That
damage is
statement
done.
is huge coming from Kristen because as a
Facts.
regular listener, like
Yeah.
I have seen kind of your shift and like your openness to
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
they weren't
for
fucking
real.
with it at all.
You know,
They weren't fucking with it at all.
I was like, hell no.
It was like a non.
She had me on some shit, but ultimately, I still
so
feel
true.
weary about anything that I put in my body.
And I still haven't gotten it. So
I still haven't gotten
But
it.
you have to see your
either.
grandma.
I know. Like I said, I'll take 3 to see my old granny. But
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah.
it to go to Hawaii.
And I've put too many things. Let me rephrase that because I was about to sound wild.
Wait.
I don't even want to
I was
know.
about to sound wild.
I was gonna say it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say wild. Hold on. I've already been through too many things that this vaccine, granted, you like
Should
you
be
said,
nothing.
It should be
It
nothing.
ain't nothing to me.
Yeah, I
All
was
this-
about to say yeah.
I mean, really, with, like all the food that is given to us, anyways, and like is fucking so GMO'd
we're
out. Like
dying everything
Exactly,
for everything. Like our
exactly.
cell phones.
I don't
our
even-
shampoo,
Literally our
water,
cell phones.
Like everything.
I don't even pay attention to where the meat comes from in my McDonald's burger. So like,
You can't
where
think
my
about
relatives-
it if you do
See, I'm
that.
not eating McDonald's.
Oh man, that's
I haven't
unfortunate.
eaten McDonald's since 6th grade.
That's unfortunate.
Oh my god,
bro.
you know I was like that. I did not eat McDonald's for over 15 years,
That's
and then
unfortunate.
once I started working at the current company I'm at, it just
It happens.
Oh no.
It's
What's your
McDonald's.
go-to? What's your go-to McDonald's meal?
so for breakfast I get the chicken McGriddle and I add a round egg, which is key. The round egg, not
round
the
egg.
folded egg,
The round egg.
and then I
Yo, the McGriddle, like the thing about the McGriddle is like pancake bread is really where it's at. Like we need more of that.
Yeah.
Like why is that not in the stores?
The
Like,
thing about McDonald's that trips me out is in your mind you're thinking, I'm thinking egg breakfast sandwich sounds somewhat healthy, but what is it about McDonald's that just makes it so unhealthy?
I feel
It's
like
just
it
how
did
fast
go
you get it.
healthier though.
no,
Over the
they,
years. If you check their nutrition
had no-
facts
they have-
on the
they've had no
website, which I
choice.
do constantly,
Yeah.
but I still eat it.
They've had
I
no
still-
choice. They've had no choice. They're high in certain things that make it so that you should not consume it on a regular basis,
Right.
obviously. But I've looked up videos just because I wondered. There's walkthroughs of the McDonald's like where you get the chicken nuggets from, where you get their meat from. You can like go on YouTube right now.
I've also seen videos though where they leave like a burger out for 3 years.
But that was like 30 years ago.
Yeah, that was the whole burger.
That documentary, Super Size
It's all
Me?
relative. It's all relative. That did exist. That
Yeah.
you're not wildin', T. But McDonald's had no choice because of the current status of you being able to just Google something. They had to get their shit together. There was no way that shit was gonna rock. You think after that they were like, all right, let's keep serving the same burger? Nah,
this
niggas was
fucking
like,
plastic burger.
Yeah, niggas was like, yo, we gotta get that shit the fuck out of here. So because of that, because of things being so much more visible, they've had to clean up their act. They had to. And so granted, I'm never gonna say it's like healthy food.
Yeah, there's no way.
No,
It is still. I had it election day. Like that is the type of meal I need.
I have
That's where Steph's strong.
try to limit it to like once a week, if that, you know. But most of the time, I'm like, once a week, you know, if I'm lazy, because I get lazy as fuck. Cooking for yourself is something that is just not like. Some people love that shit. I just don't.
No.
Your go-to is McDonald's. My go-to for something quick is Chick-fil-A. I'll just.
That's not something quick. That's a 30-hour wait, dog.
Bro, no, it's not.
What the fuck
gotta
you
get
talking
that.
about?
See, this is why you're trash for having an Android. You get the Apple iPhone. Get the Apple iPhone.
You think the Chick-fil-A is Apple app exclusive? No,
It should. They shouldn't support. They shouldn't support
the Chick-fil-A
Android.
app is on
It
Android.
should
as
only
well.
be for Apple.
The Chick-fil-A app is on Android as well. It doesn't matter where you go.
I never
It's a
wait
long-ass
for
wait.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I pull up. The key for Chick-fil-A app for the listeners, you have to say that you're at the restaurant before you're there.
Lie.
So you're a liar. That's what you are. You're
Well, I live close enough to the
I
restaurant.
think that's just called strategic timing.
Yeah, no, I time it perfectly so that when I'm rolling up, they're saying, your order's ready. We're bringing it out to you. I pull up. They ask my name. They give me my order. I never wait.
Unfortunately, the neighborhood I live in Los Angeles isn't.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I get Popeyes. I don't get Chick-fil-A in my
Okay,
neighborhood.
I would
Popeyes, you could get
down for
the.
Popeyes.
I think
To
but
go
here's my
bag. Get the
issue.
to go
Popeyes
bag.
has recently, I don't know what it is. Maybe they changed their batter or something. It no longer agrees with me. It's unfortunate. Every time I eat Popeyes, I'm fucked up.
You get the mud
after.
butt?
I'm fucked up after.
Oh my god, poopertunities all day. There.
Which I don't mind. If I'm trying to cut weight or if I'm feeling bloated, I'll eat something that definitely makes me feel like that.
Just fuck me up one time.
Steph
The
is
fuck me up
definitely
fam?
all about the pooping on the podcast.
The opportunity.
Yeah, opportunities. Yes, but yeah, when I eat, but yeah, it just no longer agrees with me. I don't know what happened to it, but
I think you have to try another one, like another location.
another whole
Yeah,
Popeyes.
because it might be a location.
That's the type of
It could be Joe Schmo.
That's the type of neighborhood
cooking
I live in,
burger.
though. There's one pretty close to me, opposed to the one that I normally go to. I can go to a different one.
Yeah,
There's one around. There's definitely another one around the corner. I got 2 Popeyes within driving distance and no Chick-fil-A.
They got to do better. Chick-fil-A got to do better.
I mean, they
already have so many of them.
Well, no, you just see the type of neighborhoods they pop up in. Sometimes they
There's
don't
like
pop
5
up
in the neighborhood.
They don't pop up in the most urban areas.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not the most urban. I won't say friendly. I don't know if it's.
It's like a Christian company.
Yeah,
It's crazy when they give you your food. I'll say thank you, and they'll be like, "It was my pleasure."
no.
I'm
Their
like,
service.
Oh wow,
Their
you really enjoyed serving me.
And top notch.
And
You getting like $20 an hour, my nigga?
Do
like,
you need help?
Yeah,
Like, are you entrapped here?
also, if you go there and you don't have any money and you're like, my wallet, they'll be like, it's on me, because one person every single
say
day
that to me.
or every single person on their shift is allowed to give away a meal.
You are lying.
Go try it.
right now.
Go try it. Seriously, because I swear to God, like that's like a thing.
I do not believe you.
You have to try
You're
it.
gonna have me looking buck wild
Sin
at fucking Chick-fil-A.
No, because then you're just like, there's my wallet.
You're gonna pull up. You're like, oh,
Yo, they're gonna call the cop.
You're
They're gonna call the cops on me or some shit.
you pat in your pockets like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
No, go through
I
the
swear
drive-thru.
upon it.
I forgot my wallet.
And then you just like, oh, okay, if they give it to you for free, you get it for free. And if not, just like, oh, I found it.
This dude's gonna be like, damn, son, really?
He's like, well, you better go get that.
Shit. Yeah, so if you wanna, I can help you back out of the drive-thru if you need help. I'll tell these cars to move.
You only got one car behind you, so we can back out.
You actually don't got no cars behind you, bro, so you can just back out the driveway and go.
Oh my god.
Shit,
No, but seriously,
No, shout
try
out
it.
Chick-fil-A though.
Yeah, I fuck with them. Shout out
Yeah,
to
spicy
customer
chicken
service.
sandwich.
So good.
You can't
It's
miss.
deluxe.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. Shit. What else is going on?
Shout out Kanye for having the most valuable sneaker.
So far.
So what does that mean?
It said that one of his sneakers, I think that he wore to the 2008 Grammys.
Oh, that's what they meant. I didn't read the article.
It resold
like a
for
prototype.
over $1 million.
It was the Yeezy one though. It
Like
was
the
on
Nike,
Nike.
yeah.
So like, what does that mean? Like,
It's still a sneaker though.
no. All right, it's still a
Wait,
sneaker.
so it got sold for that much?
It got
Or,
resold
like,
for that. Yeah, it was
for
an auction.
$50,000?
I seen the
I thought
auction.
it was over $1 million.
It might have been over $1 million. It might have been
Yeah.
over $1 million. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It might have hit
Someone
that.
fact check.
Yeah,
No, I'm
we're-
pretty sure that's what the
Yeah,
the
we're-
That's a
stuff
fucked up
articles-
value system.
As far as how much a shoe could sell for.
The fact that people die every day of hunger and starvation, and like you're gonna sell $1 million
fuck, I need these
shoe.
shoes. I need these Yeezys, man.
No, that's a fucked up value system.
I mean, yeah, I totally see what you're saying, but I don't know. People, when you could be talking about someone who donates tons of money a year to charity.
No, it's not about that. It's just the concept that somebody thinks that that's acceptable amount of money to purchase a shoe for.
Yeah, it says the Nike Air Yeezy 1 prototypes, which American rapper debuted at the 50th annual Grammy Awards in 2008, will be among the most expensive sneaker ever to appear on the market. Yeah, it says while there's no record for private sneaker sales, a 7-figure price tag would.
Oh, they don't keep a record of it.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But
is he getting them to rock?
The auction house did not reveal an exact asking price.
Yeah, they can't.
Though it said that it valued the item in excess of $1 million.
I wonder
So
who
how
it
do you
came
think
from.
it became that? Like, because obviously he did not do well with, or why did he crossed over to Adidas because of
Looking at these Nike sneakers, I get it. Because-
I love the Yeezy ones. Those are my favorite Kanye design
First of all,
shoes.
look at that box.
The box is crazy.
That box is crazy. Second of all,
those are my favorite Kanye design shoes of all of them. Those are my favorite. The Yeezy
But this
ones.
was like a prototype, right?
That was a prototype.
That's a one of a
That was
kind.
that was the first time we had ever saw the shoe was when he wore it at the Grammys. I remember that. I was like, "What are those?" The issue was that they were all black, so you couldn't really tell.
Mm-hmm.
That was the date. That was the age before. That was the age where all the photos you would get of the shoe were pixelated as fuck.
Yeah.
Nowadays, when you get leaks of shoes, you're getting them
high
in
quality.
4K. That was when we were getting leaks of shoes, and it was just when the person was wearing them, and it was a paparazzi shot. And
look at Kanye at the Grammys in 2008.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
God.
Wow.
yeah.
Man's
Style.
he's always
Yeah.
had style.
So,
But also like so
Literally-
not easy style, right? Like that is not a collection.
Yeah, he's definitely evolved.
he left
Yeah,
Nike.
I mean, I
though.
used to buy polos because of him.
Yeah,
I had a little
yeah.
yellow polo from Hollister.
That relationship ended sour because he wanted royalties on his
Right.
designs, and
And he wanted more control.
Well, they eventually let him get the control. They were like, all right, you'll get to do whatever get to design what you want or get what you want. But they weren't ready to give him the royalties, which I think was a bigger deal in the end of the day. Because you see how long it took for even Yeezy to get on Adidas to get where it is now, where he's kind of regularly releasing sneakers. Before, his sneakers weren't really coming out that regularly. It took a while for his sneakers.
Yeah.
Now they're regularly releasing. He's got releases coming out at least once a month. There's like a Yeezy release, but they were willing to give him the royalties on his designs. They were willing to give him that level of income, where Nike was not. They only gave it to basketball players at the time. if you were a signed basketball player, you got royalties on every sneaker you sold. But
yeah, Adidas just really took advantage of the opportunity.
I'm sure Nike does not roll like that anymore because they
probably realize they fucked
up.
Probably
kind of. Well, I don't know. I wonder how they look at it because now they have Travis.
Dude,
they have Travis. They have Virgil.
Yeah, but they're not making their own silhouettes.
They are. Oh, Travis and Virgil.
Yeah,
they're not. You are correct.
Virgil, in the sense that he has his own off-white brand.
He's not making his own silhouettes though. You were correct. Well, no. Every shoe that he's done so far has been based off of like a Presto, Jordan 1.
What about the off-white sneakers though?
Well, that's his own brand. That's off-white. That has nothing to do with Nike. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. But Nike.
If we're talking about with Nike, it's all renditions of it.
But I think that stays true to the Nike brand, right? Like,
well,
in the evolution of like
Nike,
these silhouettes,
Nike would. That's the thing. I feel like. Yes.
But Adidas could be the same way if they didn't give Kanye the platform that they did.
Well, I feel like what Adidas is doing right now is what Nike did 20, 30 years ago. Yeah. Because now you see Nike's really not releasing any. Their new stuff kind of sells, but Nike's bread and butter is all their retro stuff. Yes, their Air Max 1s.
But if we're being honest, like Kanye's the only real one pushing out new silhouettes through.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean as far as to what Steph was saying is like if Nike still had Kanye, they'd have someone who's creating new popular silhouettes.
And the problem,
which is hard to do. That is incredibly hard to do.
Dude, the problem with Kanye's situation is how is he creating new silhouettes and driving almost the entire...
Niggas love him. Niggas love him.
He's literally carrying Adidas on his back, but how does he not have a board seat? How is that not a thing?
Well, I think it'll eventually get to a boiling point where he will have to.
Literally carrying them on his back.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I think when it comes
it's either that or he's going to branch off and do his own shit.
He will. It will. I mean, he definitely, I can see that happening, but I feel
like... The Gap deal's done, right?
I don't know what's going on with the Gap deal.
Did it come out? Oh, it never happened.
I feel like it's dead.
I heard that once that he found out that he was not on the board of Gap, that deal just fell through.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how that went. I remember reading that.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what to believe on everything I'm hearing. Because in the end of the day, it seems like a lucrative deal on both ends. I feel like because one of the things that went into his recent net worth, remember his net worth was like fucking crazy. It was like $1 billion, whatever, $1 million, whatever, in Forbes.
Right.
The Gap Easy deal was a part of that. So they were factoring that in. So I think I don't know what to believe yet on that. I hope it comes to fruition just because like. I think it'll be cool. I feel like it'll be cool. I like Gap. I like Kanye. Like
It's crazy to think him and Kim are really done.
It'd be like that sometimes. You know, you can love someone.
I mean, who has stayed with a Kardashian?
Damn.
Well,
the sad truth.
Tristan Thompson. Is the only one who's kind of like hanging out.
He ain't got shit to do. Cameo.
Yeah, he ain't got shit to do. Yeah, what you can do, Tristan. But no, you're right.
Kim just got announced that she's a billionaire.
She is.
Oh my god!
I'm surprised that it took so long. Like
we're talking about $2 billion.
Yeah,
that it just happened.
I hear
now.
you. I thought she would have hit it before.
Yeah,
or honestly, before Kanye.
No, I thought she already was.
Or at least before Kylie.
Oh, Kylie hit. She's already.
She's been a billionaire for a long time.
Okay.
Her makeup line though was crazy.
Kylie's. Yeah.
What
the fact that they are billionaires. Yeah. She was Kim was Paris Hilton's
stylist,
assistant friend or whatever, but like.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
she started out cleaning her freaking closet.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now.
Sex tape, and then
she literally followed in her footsteps. Celebrities, exactly the same role.
Paris Hilton was the pioneer of reality.
She was the blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was.
No, facts. And like,
I watched her documentary. Surprisingly, like, her life was a little wild.
Whose?
I mean, she grew up in like the Hilton legacy of.
Yeah, so but they, I mean, in the documentary, they tried to play it off like her dad was like the only brother that didn't get all the money, but she was still raised like a heiress or like to be like, you know, very.
You can tell she has the vibe that she was raised like that.
And then anyway, she ended up getting in trouble in life and was just like not being like this like picture perfect person. So they put her in this school. In the school, they what happens in the way that you get there is they come in the middle of the night and they kidnap you, and like 2 different men just like steal you from the night, and she's like screaming to her mom and dad like, what's happening, what's going on, and then your mom and dad are just staring at you as you get like whisked away and not
Sounds
saying
like
anything.
Room Raiders.
Yeah, that
Sounds like Room Raiders, but like also imagine you're a child. And then you go there, and then these people were like sexually abusing the children, like physically abusing them, mentally abusing them, and like she was there, and like what's the name of it? But there's all these different types of schools all over the country, and she's now like speaking out, trying to get that taken down.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
That shouldn't be a hard conversation at all.
Yeah, it should be like, yo, stop that.
Yeah. What the fuck? That shouldn't be a fight.
But I did always want to go on Room Raiders.
Oh my god!
No, when they pull out the black light, I'm like, yo, yo.
See, Matt, you would have seen mad stains.
Sin's got it like all over the ceiling.
Like, yo, what the fuck are all these stains all over?
I didn't even get stains up there.
Fuck, bro. What the fuck? Yo, and how come every time they turn on a nigga's computer, he's just got porn just on his computer, just right
is
open?
that not what teenage boys or whatever?
On my computer, you gotta dig for that shit. That shit is mad hard.
But
that shit is in like 3 different folders, like very.
2005.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, they weren't that tech savvy. No, they didn't, and the internet wasn't popular. Yeah, also, that's another thing. I wouldn't save it on my. At this point, you don't need to save it.
Did they even have porn with dial-up?
I mean, they just had porn. What's it?
1000%. I remember being a child looking at porn.
Like,
once the internet came about.
No, I feel like my first experience with porn was like Cinemax.
I mean, yes, obviously, yeah. It started with like the Skinemax and all that, but once the internet became a thing, porn was on it 1000%. It was just a search away.
It's a $1 billion industry right there.
Facts.
That shit's crazy.
Facts.
Now we have OnlyFans, the next evolution.
I guess, is that porn though? That's not really porn.
I mean, for some people, honestly, about time though.
It can be whatever. It can be whatever
is just
you want
OnlyFans.
No, but it's
like the Uber of porn.
Who was it? Bad Barbie that made $1 million.
Bad Baby. Her name is not Bad Barbie. Bad Baby.
We talked about
Bad Barbie.
Bad Barbie. What is it?
Bad Barbie.
Bad Baby.
Corrected you like multiple times.
She's whatever she
Keep
wants.
calling her Bad Barbie. I think that's just funny.
Way better than that.
No.
Yeah.
I blame her for the level of branding she chose.
It's too similar.
She's the way she spelled it. It doesn't look like
baby.
bad.
BHA.
It looks like It looks like bad. It looks like Bad Barbie. She should have put bad like. Hold on. I think she put BH. Yeah.
It does kind of look like Barbie.
It's BHAD. Oh my god.
Babby.
Okay, guys, it is a silent H.
It's BHAD BHABIE. I am sorry.
It's Bahad Bahaby.
You expect people to call you by this name and you spell it like that?
It's almost worse than that guy. What is it? Six Lack?
Oh, Black?
Is it Black?
It's Black.
Six Lack.
Six
but
Lack.
That's no. When I first heard of him, I was like, "Is it Black or is it Six Lack?" I'm not sure.
But at least you get that because the 6 looks like a B.
Yeah,
you know. So I'm okay with that.
But like that's so whack.
It's like Coltrane. He spells his name with it like a backwards 3 or like a 3, so backwards E.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't remember that. But at Bad Baby, like. I'm sorry. You can't be mad at people not knowing how to say that.
Facts.
Looks like Bad Barbie to me.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, Bad Barbie's not really that bad.
It's not a bad rap name.
I think that is better.
I think we should hit her up and be like, look.
Hey, as your creative director, I just feel
you should
change your name to Bad Barbie.
Everybody's calling you that shit.
Do you think she's ever heard this before, though?
Exactly. And like, Barbie does not have the best reputation. So if you are a bad Barbie, then you are like essentially a better, like the opposite of being bad, right? So
that's
in kind of way, like.
You're bad at being
so many
Barbie.
different ways, yeah.
It's
so
wondering.
It's a positive.
I'm thinking about Nicki Minaj though. She claims the Barbie tag.
Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuku Barbie.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Is that some type of chant?
That was
I feel
some
like
bars.
No, that's she sings that.
So that was some Bad Baby?
No, Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
The Queen.
What else do we have to talk about this week?
Yo, shout out Soju Boy for making a gaming system.
Okay, is that real?
Cool.
I
hope so.
I don't know how real it is because we don't. His last gaming system never came to fruition.
But he said it like connects to Netflix.
It does all. Yeah, he's saying all. He's making a lot of claims. I will believe it when I have it.
Is it functional? Do we have a functioning?
We do not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need it in my hand to test it out.
Could be fake like Usher's
because
money.
the last time.
How the fuck are you gonna play Netflix on that?
The last time we talked about a Soulja Boy, or the last time Soulja Boy had a console, it never came to fruition. It
never came out.
No, it never came out.
Honestly, all I hear is Soju Boy. Like, it must be all the Soju talking, but every time
Soju Boy, that's so
Soulja
funny.
Boy, I only heard Soju.
So yes, we have Soulja Boy releasing a game console that we won't know if it'll ever come out, and then we have Usher throwing Usher bucks in the strip club.
Yo, I really want to say that this story just made me laugh.
We need to get some Usher money because that's got to be worth something in the future.
I wonder why he did that.
NFT that.
He did it specifically. All right, so here's I
heard it was promo.
I was gonna say, let's make fun of it before we talk about the series.
Let's play it out as if this was a real scenario.
Can you imagine being the dancer who like goes, collects her money? She's like, I just got this bread, and then she's like, are you fucking
And she probably
kidding
did the
me?
dance of her life. Like,
And the thing about it,
You think you're getting rich?
Yeah, because it's Usher. You're dancing for Usher.
So you are
And
going to throw out
You're
all
dancing
your
for
funds.
Usher, but he's also throwing hundreds.
Yes, they
And
were
they're used to
$100
being
bills.
You're like,
throwing
I'm about
money
to
at
be
them, but like
rich, you know, like
Going to town.
And
they're
the
making
way-
a couple racks. Like, oh, I'm going home early today.
And
Yeah,
I don't,
exactly.
I don't know if you've ever seen how strippers pick the money up off the floor. They usually put it in like a bag, and then after.
Wait, but there's two different levels. There's like levels when you go and like
a
this
solo
with this.
artist.
Yeah, when it's with so what I understand, like based on the videos that I've seen and people that I've spoke to, when you go and there's people like throwing stacks of money, they're raking it up with a broom at the end of it and putting it in a bag. It's not like they're not grabbing it off the ground. Like they're raking it because they're like stacked.
If it's stacks, if it's like that, then yeah, they are raking it at the end of the night. They usually let that rock until the end of the night, then they scoop it up and then they'll split it every which way. But they still those.
Has anyone ever just
those strippers
grabbed
stay there
100 off the ground real quick?
Nah, no, definitely it's a known thing that happens, but you look like a fucking loser in a strip club picking up money.
Yo, you can come up on a couple hundred real quick.
Just
Not
lower
that.
your
Well, that's
pride.
technically
Take that money.
Technically, that's stealing.
Lower your pride, take that money.
Technically, that's stealing. I thought you were referring to
You
like.
could just be like, I thought someone lost it.
I thought you were referring to like niggas because
No, it's to say I want a refund.
because niggas will
Nah,
nah, that's facts. You could you can't do that, but like you can. It's funny, but like I thought you were referring to like when dudes like will pick the money up and like recycle it. They'll
No, I'm thinking like
Throw it back in the air.
I'm making a profit leaving the strip club.
nah.
Like
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
if it lands
Don't
on me,
mind
it's
if I
mine.
do. Thank you.
no, that's definitely a rule.
Thank you,
That's
Lexi.
definitely a rule.
If it's on me,
If it lands on you, it's yours. Possession is
sit in the
9/10.
front row.
I'm about to be
Get all
diving
that.
around and shit.
No. Or I'm gonna just be sticky as fuck in there. I'm gonna just be wet, just like fucking covered in water.
Get some
Whoa.
Gorilla
I
Glue.
know that was a wild ass sentence. I'm gonna get some of that gorilla glue and just walk around the strip club and just whatever sticks to me.
No, just front row seats all night.
Just walking around
Gorilla
with
glue.
fly paper jacket on, just fucking whatever sticks to me. But to explain the matter, he released a statement because niggas was getting at him and shit. He's promoting his residency in Vegas. He was throwing real money all night, but at the end to promote
Put some Usher bucks down.
to promote his residency in Vegas.
So why does she say that?
I don't know what aspect. That's my thinking is maybe this is the marketing. You throw the fake money out, people call you out, and to explain it, you say, "Hey, I threw it out because I'm have
promoting.
this residency in Vegas." Because now everybody's looking at besides this, no one would be giving really Usher any attention unless you're an Usher stan. Unless you're constantly like on Usher's Instagram, following him on Twitter.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Usher in mad long.
Yeah, but you still fuck with his music. You know what I'm saying? So we're all Usher fans. We fuck with Usher, but I'm not paying
Keeping
attention
up
to
with
the. I'm not
Usher,
keeping up with the Usher day-to-day business. So I wouldn't know that he has a residency in Vegas that he's about to start. But now I do because he threw this fake money. A stripper was like, "Yo, this nigga's throwing fake money," and he's like, "I threw it because I have this residency in Vegas that I."
It's good marketing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. This is the new rollout that everyone, no matter how cool you are, has to participate in the new rollout for anything. You got to do some fuck shit. You got to do some shit that's gonna make you look wild, maybe make you look unpopular.
So do you think this stripper got paid to complain? Like,
no,
this is
I think
she's getting paid extra to like.
I think personally, it was. That's the thing. You can now do it that level legit and organically. Like, you can go somewhere, throw some fake money, and just let people complain about it. And that's your promo right there. Because now everyone's going to be like, yo, Usher, why are you throwing fake money in the club? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and then he's going to promo like, oh, like, because that. But there could be that side where it's like, yeah, you got the stripper to go in with you on it. Part of the whole thing. Fun. But he did claim he was throwing real money all night, and this was just done at the very end. So, but now honestly, I want some Usher bucks. Like I want some.
I'd be down to have it.
Yeah.
Did you see 21 Savage post the photo where he's holding it?
That's what I'm saying. Like I want like just at least a stack of Usher bucks. I want a stack of Usher bucks.
Probably be worth more.
I want to stack of Usher bucks.
Do you think it'd be worth more than $1?
Like, that stripper should be excited to have Usher currency now because
she has something that no one else has. She has something that no one else has.
That is what, like, the world, like NFTs, all these things that you guys talk about is like stock. People call the price.
If the culture was to make its own currency and end up with Usher on one of the bills, I wouldn't be fucking mad. Like, that makes sense. I would want Usher.
I would be kind of mad.
I'd want Usher on a bill.
More than pennies. Like, who uses pennies anymore?
I'd want DMX on a bill. I'd be cool with Usher on a bill. I'd be cool with
let's be real. Do you guys take the pennies when they give you change? I honestly just be like, I'll take the quarters and the nickels and
you just don't
say that. I'll take only the quarters and the nickels.
If there's a donation,
but you can keep the pennies.
Yeah, I usually don't keep change. I'll put
pennies are mad inconvenient because
I'm just letting you know if I'm that cashier. When you say that, I'm like, okay, I'm just giving you all your change. I don't give a fuck if there's pennies in there. You think I'm a separate? You think they pay me enough to separate nickels, dimes, quarters, and pennies for you, nigga? I'm sorry.
And then there's a spiteful person who's like, oh, he wants the quarter and not the pennies. I am going to give you 25 pennies. Like,
yo, if someone give me 25 pennies, I would report.
Sorry, we're all out of quarters, sir. Sorry, you're out of quarters.
Yeah, here's 25 pennies.
Yeah, quarters, sir. That's funny.
Fuck.
That's funny. Nah, we definitely need to get DMX on a buck too. I want some DMX bucks for sure. What else we got to talk about? I guess this is already getting a crazy long episode. Real quick, we can talk about it just because it's funny. The personal shopper, the DJ Mustard.
Man.
I mean, yeah. If I had a personal shopper and I caught her like that, that's wild.
It's super fun.
It sounds like, I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions.
Are you familiar with the story?
Yeah, or generally we discussed
I guess for the listeners, we should give a little briefing.
So DJ Mustard's personal shopper, which is funny to me just because it's your personal shopper. So technically she's a shopper. That's what she does personally.
Soju refill.
She ran up a check on DJ Mustard's credit card.
50K.
She was 50K. That's how much it was.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I didn't realize it was that much. No, it's five. That was like 500.
No, it's a 50K. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember seeing.
Yeah, and so she ran up a check on DJ Mustard's credit card, DJ Mustard's personal shopper, and he blasted her on all the social medias, saying like, "You don't fuck with her. She spent a bunch of my money." Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe because he doesn't pay attention. Obviously, the dude must have a ton of money for him not to notice it like that, or like maybe I wonder how he found out. Because it's your personal shopper, so she might be getting you clothes.
You just check your bank account.
But also, he was probably just like hooking up with her.
Yeah, I feel like there was when I looked at her Instagram. When you put me onto her Instagram, I'm like, this is your personal shopper.
Yeah,
because
like he wanted her, and then she probably did him dirty, and then he was now exposing her to ruin.
Did you see the text thread?
No. Oh, between them? Yeah, I did see the text thread. I did.
I thought it was kind of...
A similar thing happened to the Kim Kardashian stylist by Maeve or whatever. She styles for Hailey Bieber now, but she had got caught by... They like buy all the clothes and then they choose whatever they want and then they return what they don't want, and she would just keep some of it. and like she got caught doing it, and like
slippery slope.
yeah. That's why you can't be stealing from people.
I'm not stealing. I'm a personal. I personally shop. That's what I do.
I shop personally.
If you're making $72,000 a year,
because she was getting what, $6,000 a month. She was getting
that's what he said. I was like, yo, if you're fucking that bag up, you're crazy.
I will say, yeah, she definitely fucked up a bag. If she's getting that kind of bread, she should. But I don't know. I seen her. It just seems like there's something deeper here. It sounds like there's something deeper.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm not getting the whole story, but
at his styling, his clothes were not that.
Yeah, but I feel like we're gonna. Facts. I feel like because it's 2021, we're gonna get her side eventually. We'll hear her side. There's no way DJ Mush is just gonna trash her.
Period talk right there.
Period talk.
Her time.
Period.
There you go.
Period. And I guess the last like the fucking music entertainment is Kid Cudi rocking the dress on Saturday Night Live.
People are saying he was paying homage to.
I mean, I fuck with it. It's whatever. It's a dress. It's fucking.
Well, who was it?
Who was it that? Serious.
Who was it that?
It's cotton made into just long. It's just like what?
It was not like revealing or anything.
I mean, it did. It's look
actually
wild.
A nice dress.
It looked wild. I'm not gonna lie. He had like mad cleavage and shit, like popping and shit like that, like up top, because it was like it like fit him up in his chest area. So I was like, yo, you couldn't get like a looser fitting dress, like something that was like. And then he had to show the spaghetti straps. And like when he was performing, it was like kind of like falling off his shoulder. So I was wondering if he was gonna. Like,
but if it was a girl, you would have not minded.
I wouldn't care at all. Like I wouldn't even notice it. Like but I was just wondering, like, you know, as a dude and you're wearing a dress with spaghetti straps, if it like falls.
Do you think
off
he was trying to like get
like,
that reaction out of you guys though?
It was.
You know what I mean? Like, was he trying to mess with like
get the nip slip real quick?
Normally get turned on by, and then be like.
It was definitely like slightly falling off his shoulders.
People are saying that it was because Kurt Cobain originally. I wouldn't say originally, but he wore a similar dress.
Yeah, did a performance with the dress on.
And I do know Kid Cudi also has a pretty heavy influence with that genre of music.
Of course. His reasoning for it, I don't think. Yeah, pay him on. People would just.
But even if he wasn't paying homage, it's not a big fucking deal.
That's
like we're in 2021.
Like, you really care that much?
Like Harry Styles is on Vogue cover in dresses.
I just don't know what it is. What they think.
It's just the patriarchy telling us that men don't wear dresses, and that's it. And that's like
they also
internalized form of like, oh,
it is all part
Martin
of feminine,
Lawrence.
like being sexist.
They did kill Martin Lawrence for wearing a dress.
Yeah, my whole thing is just like they look at.
But that may have been something different. That was on some cult shit. They try to say.
I just feel like people pick and choose things from the past that they choose to move beyond. So they're like, oh, racism, slavery, things like that. They're like, oh, those things are bad. What about, like Kristen said, all the ideologies of like masculinity and femininity and things like that apply to them, like a guy wearing earrings or a woman wearing a tie, or things like that like are applied to
societal norms.
Yeah, something that like society created. Like who decided to make dresses for women?
The same way
everybody wants to breathe.
I honestly think this is more of an American problem, though.
Other cultures, men wear like kilts and they wear.
In that sense, yes. But I would feel like in Asian countries or even you're not gonna see them necessarily wearing. I feel like you would.
African countries, they have like whatever. I don't know what it's called.
Dashikis. Yeah. No, they wear long garments.
Yes, it's a similar concept of a dress,
like a one piece.
It's a one piece. Yeah. So I mean,
like a caftan.
Like I don't know. It's just weird the way they apply. Like people pay that much attention to it, but once again, I think it falls into that space where, all right, I'm gonna perform. How do I get the most out of this performance? All right, I'm gonna wear a dress.
It's talking points. Everyone's just trying to drive viewership.
1000%. And he might have the best intentions, but still,
it could be coming from a real place where he's like, I just want to pay homage, or maybe he just felt like wearing a dress.
No, but
it's definitely also that
they don't have to be exclusive. They can go hand in hand. Yes, I want to pay homage to my nigga Kurt Cobain. How do I do it? Let me wear this dress because niggas is gonna go bonkers when I wear this fucking dress. It's an off-white dress.
You think that had to have been a talk or a conversation that they had behind the scenes?
Virgil and him are backstage laughing like little schoolgirls. Like, people are gonna go crazy. We're gonna get so many impressions. We're gonna get so many likes. Or like, people are gonna talk about it.
We just want the reaction.
1,000. Wow. That is exactly what it is.
Like, what can we do to push their buttons? Like,
because obviously Kid Cudi's in great shape. You saw, he's still, and he's an older.
I thought he was still attractive.
That's what I'm saying, and he's out there in a dress.
I feel like women probably like that.
That's what I mean. To anyone that Kid Cudi cares about or whose opinions matter to Kid Cudi, you think any of those people he give a fuck that he wore a dress to? Anyone?
Kid Cudi seems like not the person that would faze him. Like,
he's unbothered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that confidence
He
of
is
like,
unbothered.
I'm just to say I'm gonna wear a fucking dress and I don't care what anyone says
girls
is right or
get
wrong.
turned on
Not only did he wear it for the performance when like it was the end of Saturday Night Live and niggas is saying goodbye and shit, he's just standing there waving at everybody in the fucking dress, like sitting mad comfortable, like 100%. This is like, it's
and this
whatever.
dress doesn't make or break who I am. Like, it's just
like
a choice.
1,000. Exactly. So I just think it's funny,
Even better, DaBaby wearing a diaper.
You're gonna have 100.
DaBaby was wearing a diaper.
I would rather have the dress.
When DaBaby was
than
first,
a-
When he first came out, that was his promo run. He wore a diaper on when he performed.
No, when he went to like radio stations and shit, doing like promo and shit.
I mean, that's
He was coming up there
weird.
wearing a diaper.
That to me is weird.
I mean,
but that's just my own personal choice.
But he's called.
I'm not turned on by diaper
His-
DaBaby. I'm actually like
His rap
I
name.
used to love him. I don't anymore.
His rap
as of
name
right
is
now.
DaBaby though. If my rap name.
Yeah,
is
but I don't need
DaBaby.
like DaBaby shit
the
diaper.
Lil Baby, like.
Wait, DaBaby and Lil Baby made a song together.
No. Yeah, they did do a song together.
But imagine both of them together in diapers, like.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
I'm just saying.
Lil Baby does not roll like that.
There's nothing hot about like grown ass men.
But I would say here's the thing, because I would compare DaBaby to like a modern day, like almost level as far as like how he promotes himself, like Ludacris. Like you see his music videos are kind of like extravagant. His style and personality is kind of like big and extravagant, and something like that is something where it's like you're a rapper and he's it's crazy because he's murdered.
That is weird to see DaBaby in a diaper.
You looked it up.
As a rapper, he doesn't take himself too seriously where he can't have fun. My name is DaBaby and I'm a rapper, so I'm gonna show up. He showed up to it was a radio interview.
He definitely doesn't care.
Yeah.
And he's definitely doing it for.
And it's not like he's.
It worked though. It worked though. That shit worked.
But this was before DaBaby was DaBaby. Like he was like, this is when he was like.
That was his come up.
Kid Cudi in a woman's dress than DaBaby.
There you go. There you go. Ask your friends, ladies and gentlemen. DaBaby in a diaper versus Kid Cudi in a dress. What would you rather?
Who wins?
What would you rather?
That's like the new
Take a
Godzilla
poll.
vs Kong.
And I guess we seems like we talked about everything. You mind if we? I'm gonna end this.
Shout out Macaulay Culkin and Brenda
Oh
Song.
shit!
Oh snap!
That's right.
Yeah.
That marriage.
The
I don't-
Mandela effect.
Are they married?
I don't know if they're married. I think they
No.
had a baby, right? What did they do? They get married?
They had a
Maybe
baby.
nobody
Baby.
knew that they were even together.
That shit was
nobody knew
really
she was
shocking.
pregnant. It just like
And also, a lot of people thought that Macaulay Culkin was already dead.
exactly.
Which is wild to me because
The Mandela effect.
I feel like the culture would know when Macaulay Culkin is dead. Like we're gonna know. Like, and that's not anytime soon. I hope.
Would we
Knock on
though?
wood.
If someone,
he was
Home
dead
Alone,
already. I
the
thought
nigga who
he
did
died.
Home Alone.
That was my thought when Terrence told me. I was like, oh, I thought he was dead. Like, I didn't say it, but I was thinking like,
Really?
oh, shit.
I didn't. I feel like this nigga did. He's a classic movie dude. Like Home Alone is top tier classic movie. Grew up on that shit. Everybody.
I feel like I saw an interview about him not too long ago.
That's what I'm saying. We would know. I feel like that'd be something that we would know.
Yeah.
If
But that
Macaulay
Mandela effect is real.
I'm not denying that, but Macaulay Culkin dying is like, I don't know, because he is older now and hasn't really done much, but just his impact as a kid, like the Home Alone series. Is just
every
like,
Christmas.
Yo, facts. Like
I think he
there's
was
no
on
way.
Joe Rogan. I think that's what it was.
I think
Recently he was. Yeah, he recently
Yeah.
was. He recently was.
So that's the only reason why I wouldn't connect the dots to, oh, he died.
Yeah.
But I do know he was like a heavy drug user.
And also, like, it said that he was the godfather for Paris Jackson, who is Michael Jackson's daughter.
That makes sense because he was cool with Michael Jackson.
Well,
He
but
was
then
really cool.
when all of the rumors about, like, the documentary about Michael Jackson were coming out, I, for some reason, thought that he had also, like, assaulted and molested Macaulay Culkin.
But he said he did come out and say Michael Jackson never touched me or did anything to me, never put
So
my hands
crazy.
on me.
So, like, all these things
He
that I
was
just, like, thought were
Michael
truths
Jackson.
in my mind.
Yeah. He came out and said like, yo, Michael never touched me or like pressed me in that way. So like he was in support of Michael, which I always fucked with. But that would make sense that he would be he's the godfather of one of the, was it Blanket?
Of Paris.
Oh, Paris.
That's crazy.
Paris's brother is
2012.
Is Blanket?
I just
Yeah.
tripped out when you said that.
No, Blanket is the other one. One's named Paris and the other one's named Blanket.
These are the types of headlines that I just found from
A lot of
2012.
pressure.
Yo, Blanket is a wild name.
It is, like, you always have to be comforting and you always have to, like,
Imagine you're not
warm,
comforting, you're
soft,
just like
warm.
mad.
Oh, no, one of them's
Yeah.
not Blanket. I thought one of them was Blanket.
What is it?
It's a sign. Is Blanket the? Oh no, Bubbles
Paris.
is the ape or the monkey.
Joseph.
Oh,
They
Prince.
call him Blanket.
Oh, they do call him Blanket. Which one was Blanket?
But it says, look,
Oh, it's Prince. Prince's nickname is Blanket.
so these are some of the titles from 2012. It says Macaulay Culkin dying from heroin, oxycodone
Yeah,
addiction,
there
sources
must have been
say.
some
That's why we think
tabloids
he's
that
dead.
Posted it.
Because I'm sure it was just a lot of bullshit like that, like when the tabloid days were really popping.
That's kind of crazy.
I blame South Park for making me think this nigga's name was Blanket. Would you rather go in the past and meet your like great grandmothers, right? Or would you rather go in the future and
Future.
meet your great grandchildren?
Future.
Future. I'm going future too. Just because.
I feel like by going in the past, you can change the future. So I would go to the past and I would like just do a little.
No, you can't change anything. You're just.
I didn't say that, but if she wants
Are
to,
we changing shit?
I mean, what's the point of going to the future? Just to look at it.
Yeah, because I feel like everybody I talk to,
I feel like
everybody who says the future, they don't even want to meet their great grandchildren. They just want to go in the future and see what the future's like.
I mean,
You're
that's
gonna go
one.
there-
Yeah, go ahead.
You're
but
gonna spend like an hour with your great grandchildren.
wanna
Like,
make
y'all are
sure,
some
like-
pussies. I'm out of here. Y'all
know,
suck. Y'all are trash.
I just need to double check, like, every
They're
that we
not
put
gonna
in
pay attention to you.
2020.
They're
like,
not gonna give you any energy. They're gonna be on their phone, on TikTok. Oh no.
TikTok's not gonna.
The TikTok is gonna be in their
TikTok's
brain.
gonna be old.
They're gonna be
they're gonna
brain
be on the
dead.
new shit. They're gonna be on the new. Fuck TikTok.
We're gonna be on some
Bleeper.
Avatar or Matrix.
They're gonna be on Bleeper.
Bleeper.
Yeah, I don't know what social network that is, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram and Twitter all mixed together.
I think we're just gonna go into a alternate.
Just one
universe.
ultimate app.
Yeah, there will be, like, a fifth dimension by
Yeah, I
then.
think I
Yeah,
need
we're
to,
just for sure.
I think I need to go in the past and meet the greats and see like really where I can, like really would start like.
Yeah.
So, like, to get peace.
Or
for
just
your
be like,
past?
y'all niggas is the one who started me. Like, damn. Like,
Going into the past, you're gonna learn more about yourself.
exactly.
Going
I'm
into
like,
the future, you get to see.
where you fucked up.
It's like a bigger picture. You get to see the bigger picture
See,
of
like,
life.
oh
They're
shit.
like, oh, my offspring.
Oh, you guys suck.
I am
Damn, I
so
need to be
sorry.
a better person.
You guys are horrible.
Apologies on what I said and did in 2021.
No, I need to go in the past and be like, damn, man. Y'all think I came from like the Wild Wild West type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I would want to see if I went in the past.
I came from slaves, so
It's
probably not the vibe.
You might need to see that though, because you're not a slave right now. So for you to come from that is like, I would want to see that. Fucking,
But then what if you go in the future and then you become slaves?
that?
What if everyone's
Yeah,
a slave?
And then there's no erasing
Terminator
there. Like, you have
5.
to go through that.
Yo, robots are gonna take
I think
over.
that's called like the trick question, because the way I would answer it, I'd be, I'm gonna go in the future and see, because in the past is slaves. Trick question. Everyone in the future is slaves.
Dun, dun, dun.
But yeah, no, I'm glad you guys. So when you said future, you said future too.
What if it's like?
I mean, if we can
Terminator?
change anything, if we can like have conversations, like just like casual conversations.
You're gonna go in the past and fuck shit up.
What if
I
you
mean,
go?
hey.
Play the lotto, enter these numbers.
Yeah, maybe I can like help my family out. Maybe save them from some sadness that I know
On
is
some
gonna
Back to
eventually
the Future
come.
shit.
Yeah.
Bet on the Lakers.
Bet on
in
the Lakers.
01.
Like
They're gonna
eat
be like,
healthier.
they're gonna be like, what are the Lakers?
Stay away from 5G in your cell phone.
What's 5G?
What's a Laker?
What's a Laker?
But I feel like if you go in the future and then you see like the things that they have or like what they complain about or what they consider was like old from like the early 2000s.
Oh, you can come back and
then you can
present.
like then I think it will put into perspective
fair.
like
That's fair.
when I was living in 2000 and then I thought of the 1900s or like all these things pre-Civil War, like like
Now I'm gonna just go in the future and listen to the radio and be like, all right, we're gonna go back to my time and steal all that shit.
Invent Google.
I'm gonna just go into the future and be like, oh, word, that's what niggas are listening to right now. All right,
Okay,
word,
but
I'm gonna be
like,
the first nigga to do that shit.
do you think Beethoven when he made dun 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 dun, right? Like, do you think he thought like, oh my god, like this many like 5, 6, 7 centuries
It's
from
about
now?
to be a hit.
He's like,
these
this is the
30-year-olds
fire.
using my beat to make like club bangers. Like, do you think at the time what he was making with those 3 notes were
I
gonna...
wonder that so
I
much.
just want to know like if he thought he was hyping with his friends.
He
like,
knew
"Oh,
he had
listen-
some sauce."
Listen to this beat.
I wanted that so much.
He
If,
played
like,
2
he's like,
notes.
dun, dun, dun. What do you think? She's like, it's alright. It's alright.
It's like, what are you even gonna do with that?
Exactly. Here we
I'm
are.
about to turn up. Watch this.
Like, it's alright.
Like dogs are named after him. Like
I know.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, my friend's
He
name.
would be pissed. Like, if this nigga came alive and realized that his name was only carried on by a bunch of dogs.
No, my homie, his name's or my homie's brother's name is Beethoven, and I was like,
Whoa.
I was like, what's your brother's name? I had never heard that before.
Beethoven.
And she's like, Beethoven. I was like, what is that? Like, how do you spell that? And then I was like, his name is Beethoven.
Yeah, he sounds like he's like going around telling people his name's Beethoven.
oh
Like,
my
nigga,
gosh.
like, nigga, what's your name? Oh shit. Yeah, so that is the only person I know named Beethoven, so
Yeah,
or I don't know, but you know.
Beethoven Gutierrez.
Beethoven. Yeah, he's got to come on the podcast sometime.
Pretty impressed. I feel like we ran through all the
We
topics.
did. We had a bunch of topics. We ran through most of all the important ones. At least there's a bunch of.
Wait. Look at the
Oh
whole
shit!
thing.
There is a period talk. I mean, period talk this week. What period wise did you got? Because now
I
we
mean,
have 2
they're aligning right now, Sin.
We have 2
They are.
ladies.
Like my pheromones are now.
We have 2 ladies on the
connecting
podcast
with
this week. So
Kristen's pheromones.
Yeah.
They're flowing
Yeah.
through. Her pheromones are flowing through
We are
Sin.
now syncing.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing about periods that I've always wondered is like, I've wondered what it is about women that would make it so that their periods would sync when they hang.
Right?
I hear
Is
that's
it
the
is it
thing,
like
right?
an energy?
When you hang.
I mean, it has to be,
Has it happened
right?
to you? You've hung out with a friend long enough and
Yeah,
your periods
like
get.
even coworkers, like pre-pandemic, you spend the most time with your coworkers,
and then you period with just one
and
like
then
that.
one
You
person
period.
starts, and you're like, "Oh, I guess I am next."
Do you feel
Yeah,
like
exactly.
No, like one person starts
Exactly.
cycle, and then it like.
And then you can all identify when
That's so
someone's
yeah, and
pregnant.
then like
Fucking
once
weird.
your cycle is off, and everybody else is getting like, "Well, what's wrong
Okay.
with me?" Like
Okay.
you just kind of like then
know.
can check yourself.
You
It's
know you're
insane.
either pregnant or you need to go to the doctor. Something's wrong.
Oh my
know,
god, that shit is crazy to me.
Dude, if you okay, I think I tweeted this maybe 2 years ago, but I said like I realized like my surge in tweets happen the most during my PMS. So like all of these
That's
things
when you're
that
in
come
your
out, like,
feels.
so all these tweets that are coming in, and I was like, why am I so social this 1 week out of the month? It is because there's like all this like hormones and all these things that I want to express.
That makes
That's
sense.
just come
Ideas
out.
wanting to be birthed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no way to control them.
I just
you know?
want. That's the part of the mind, men and women, I would love to tap into. The passive part of your mind, the stuff that, because a bunch of stuff is happening in your body every day, you know. So, but you're not actively like, all right, periods start now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I am.
Oh, are you? Do you do that?
So my wish is for every male in life to go through one full menstrual cycle.
Oh my God.
All
From day 1 to day 30 or 40, 50, however long it takes.
They have that tool though. That you
28 days on average.
But it's not just the pain.
Wait,
okay.
what?
There's like
There's
a mental,
there's like a thing that guys
emotional-
can put on their.
That was for pregnancy.
And it's to be made contractions, but it's really just the muscles contracting. But you can't get to the uterus. That's a different feeling, and I've never been pregnant.
Okay, you're
yeah, we don't have a uterus.
Girls just want men to feel pain.
No, no. The concept, like your breasts swell, your breasts they get.
My breast stays swollen.
I want you to suffer.
No, my breast stays swollen.
Your skin breaks out. You feel bloated.
You have like all these extra hormones in your body, and you literally sometimes feel like an actual psychopath, like crazy.
Yeah, and then guys just say, "Oh, girls are crazy." Yes,
it must be that time of the month.
What? We are literally bleeding out our uterine line, and then
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Blood.
The act,
and then we get period taxed, which is
like you got to pay for some shit.
Yes,
we get charged a sales tax for period items. When
that's kind of
men,
that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then men, there's no tax on like medicines like Viagra.
No,
condoms.
There's tax on condoms, but there's no tax on Viagra.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because the government cares for a man to get his dick hard, but doesn't care about a woman that is something that is like happens.
Hey, dicks drive America.
I should slap you. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say,
who's America? First of all.
I mean dicks in the sense like terrible people.
Yeah, no.
It's a little play on words. Went over their heads. Sure. It's all right. Maybe that wasn't the right.
Save.
Yeah, it sounds like a save to me. Exactly.
Safe.
Right there.
But no, there's definitely a lot of things that happen in the human body that we don't necessarily control. Whether it's your heart beating, you're not actively making your heart beat.
But let me just say, if I was on my period and I was walking in front of you, and I decided not to wear a tampon because I have to pay all this money.
That affects
$20 a month to do this like thing, right?
Yeah.
And then would you be okay with like me walking and then there's like red spots around your path? Like how does that make you feel?
Me personally, I'm very comfortable with periods.
With free bleeding?
Me personally, once again, I'm very comfortable with periods just because I've been around the block. I'm
comfortable with periods, but I'm not open to free bleeding. Like, I don't think we don't need to do that. Like, I feel like we should just not have to pay for the shit.
Free the blood.
So that we don't have to free blood.
Free the bleeding. Hold on, is that a thing though? Is that
free bleeding? Is you have one of my homegirls, she knows somebody that free bleeds at work.
Hold on,
and she brings her own pad to sit on.
But all right, so how?
What? That's sick.
Like, what
is that even like?
But
is that legal?
But I'm saying like maybe she does not want to pay the period.
But what about pants?
Maybe she ain't got no damn money.
What about pants? What about pants and underwear?
You bleed on the pants. That's what free bleeding is. You just it just goes.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So you just have a red spot on your ass the whole day?
Yeah, free bleed. Or you wear a skirt and it just goes down your legs and like.
Or you wear red pants and no one knows.
No one will ever know. It's a difference of color.
I'm gonna.
Who would know?
Everyone would know.
No one's gonna know.
I'm gonna support this movement. Is there a shirt I could buy?
There's a free tax period on.
Is there like okay, all right? I'm gonna join this.
We just need like majority of the U.S. states.
How has no one solved periods yet?
No, it's nothing to solve. It's a very natural. We need it in order for us to continue life.
No,
it's not a problem to solve.
They solved them. It's just.
It's not
crazy.
A problem.
Yeah, it's just crazy when you think about how they've solved them. It'd be like the equivalent of
it's like telling you men not to like.
I feel like
ejaculate, like at the end of the day, like
I feel like personally,
like I know you're really frustrated, but that's just how it is.
Hold it in because there's no way
if men don't ejaculate over like past a month, we actually gain superpowers. Telepathy, levitation.
That might be true.
I do not understand why more men are not.
That's how good ejaculating is.
People give up their superpowers.
Yeah. But I feel like taking birth control in any way, shape, or form to control your period is like taking medicine to stop you from blinking type shit. Like, it's something natural that you should not want to interrupt or fuck with, you know.
Yeah.
So whenever you're, because I knew girls who would take medicine, the
different birth
medicine,
controls, yeah.
Then they would only have like 2 periods a year, because of the medicine they take.
Yeah, but then
there's side effects to birth control pills because girls break out, they gain weight.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Or the
hormones make them wild.
You're stopping something so
natural. Yeah. So like
that is just like
those are things you guys never have to even consider.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll never know what a period cramp feels like. I should really slap you for trying to compare a fucking condom wearingness to a.
Have you ever worn a condom?
Have you ever had to put a condom on?
Have you ever put a condom on?
Let me just say, you are sandwiched between.
You should we should literally both slap you right now for the disrespect to all the women who have come before us and after.
Yo, I'm telling you, condoms are wild. We're trying to put that shit on. You don't even know which way to roll it. Like, does
it last every single day of your life? Is it 28 day cycles that it's never ending?
We've all put it on
out
wrong.
of your penis once and let me see like what you think about it.
And then have cramps from the inside of your guts and then bleed from the tip.
Are you saying I don't have to wear condoms anymore though? Because I'll trade it if I don't have to wear condoms.
Wait, what?
All right, so if Sin doesn't get canceled, we'll be back next week for another episode. Thank you guys.
That was period talk.
That was great. That's period talk. We got done with period talk.
Wait, we didn't.
Period.
We might have to end with those turtle chips because.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do we not?
Are we going turtle chips?
Yeah, I just wanted to try one.
What is it? Oh, this is ASMR right now with the bag opening.
Okay.
But we have these magical corn flavored turtle chips straight out of Korea. And if you ever get a chance to embrace them or enjoy them, I would recommend.
This one is the original sweet corn flavor.
The best.
There you go.
Let's fucking go.
All right. So right now you're gonna have Sin Supreme's ASMR. Let me know how it is in the comments below. Oh my god.
That was pretty good.
Terrence got really turned on right now.
Yeah, you definitely rate. I got a quarter chub.
Wait, I need some back on this side.
All right, here we go. Here's mine.
Wait, hold on.
This Seawheel exclusive. This Seawheel exclusive right here.
Here we go.
That was way better than that one.
You might have, I think I blame the mic. This Kristen? Whoa. Nah, she's cheated. She had mine and Terrence's to go off of to see how good.
She dragged that out.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Steph.
Well,
send them out.
Here I go.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay, that was some munching. All right, I'm gonna finish them off.
Yeah, these are amazing. I love these chips. Oh my god.
Cool.
Hey, Steph, we'd like to welcome you for coming through.
Oh yeah.
Always a pleasure.
And thank all the people who came and listened to this episode. It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Hey.
Sin exclusive.
And it's your boy Terrence.
T-Will exclusive.
Me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank you.
And we can't forget our special guest.
Estefania, sponsored by Turtle Chips.
Not Madonna. We'll see you next week, guys. Peace.
Cheers.
Later. Longest episode too. Boom.
Word. Gang.